Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Explorers of the Unknown. It's been a while since our previous session. Last we left off, the explorers were on their way towards a research center that's inside. Does anyone remember the town, the university town that I told you the name of?
Hang on. It has
I got it. I
something
got it.
to do.
College of Uriel.
Ah, yes, the
Yeah.
the town of the College of Uriel. As the players are being led inside by a massive bugbear in an immaculate three-piece suit, you all see the scene before you. It is a place that's just coming out of lockdown. You see bulkhead doors swing open, sirens switch off, emerging lights switch off as well, and you start to see people coming out of cover. As you see the massive box like structure in the middle of the compound slowly rise up, revealing a door. Following you are, let's see, the two SCP personnel, Huntress and Sierra, as well as one of their trainees, and Deltas. Is Richter also following in? Or Richter didn't come?
Oh yeah, is this a thing for everyone? If it's so, maybe Victor will go as well.
Basically, they're ushering you inside, lah.
Mm, since we are all wanted to head towards the gate as well, right? So I will Richter will follow. The weapon will be uh how where do I put the weapon then if we are not allowed weaponry? With the
As you
car?
guys are entering through the open gates, there is several attendants that appear next to you all holding out metallic boxes. And you feel that it's made not just that. The boxes itself are emitting an aura of some kind. You're not too sure what it is though.
Aura of some
Is it
kind.
is it magical in nature?
I would say it's magical in nature, yeah.
Is it something that any of us has felt before, or is it completely new?
Roll history checks.
Is this
Natural one. There we go. There is our
is
bedroll.
There's
is this
I wanna try. I wanna try.
question,
History.
is this a magical item or technology?
I would say this is a magical item.
Oh.
Will
Okay, very
this
good.
benefit from this?
Artificer's lore. Sure.
So history check with double the proof. Okay, so I will add +4 to this. So history check, normal roll. That's +4. So yeah.
Oh boy. Okay, so Curtis and Frisk, the both of you realize that this is the type of box you have seen before. Predominantly back in the town of Mercer when you had to relieve your weapons at the guard post.
Oh, box of holding.
Yep, pretty much. But you just, especially for Frisk, you are aware that not only is a box of holding, there is also some form of locking spell on it. You're not entirely sure what spell it is or if it even is a spell, but it's definitely emitting a magical signature.
Hmm.
I'm going to assume all of you relinquish your weapons with no problems, right?
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, good.
Do I still got my?
Uh, yeah. And also the question is,
Mhm.
no, actually this one I'll leave D3 outside.
Okay. Magical focuses such as wands and whatnot will also need to be left inside the box.
Uh,
Okay,
how about
since
my tiny dragon?
What's up, Shah?
since bards are technically a joke in this college, would they know that rings are a thing?
Well, you can see that they pay more attention to stuff like the tuning forks that you have because that's kind of wand shaped. But the rings, they're like, meh, accessories, whatever.
Well,
Hmm.
she no longer has a tuning forks, by the way. They're at home.
Oh yeah,
They're
right.
in
Okay.
the thing.
Yeah,
But yeah,
they
she
basically take one look at you and they're like, just wave you through. They don't realize that you have anything inherently magical on you.
unarmed, technically. But her dagger
Technically.
and her sword is in the cache.
Okay.
I
Okay.
All
only
right.
bring out my pan flute because my golden loot is a bit magical, so I get my pan flute out.
Okay, sure. One of the attendants looks confused as you put the loot down and they look at you, they're like, it's you see this girl, probably a college student from the looks of it, just here for a part-time job or something. She's looking at it, it's like, um, sir, we
Mhm.
is you don't plan to whack someone over the head with this thing, right? And she points to your, what is this thing, the loot, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
This
like
is
you don't plan to whack anyone over the head with this, right?
I I see this happen.
no.
And then I go to the loot and I pick it up and I'm like, of course not.
Oh, then
More
it's
like
fine. You can,
m-
Mhm.
they allow
you can just,
music, right?
yeah, of course. That's why I was so confused. You can keep it with you. It's fine. Musical instruments are fine. Just weapons, magical focuses, that kind of thing are not allowed.
I
Ah,
look at the furbolg and I'm like, mm-hmm.
The fur block is wait, hang on.
No,
Fur block.
our furball,
Our furbolg.
our
Oh,
furball.
right. I forgot.
me.
I got
It's
Turtle is
confused
a
for a
me.
second.
furball.
My mistake.
I don't know.
My mistake.
Okay. Uh, uh,
I see.
Richter will speak up. Uh, how about dragons?
The attendant, who is very clearly at this point a college student,
Mhm.
being asked this question, which is clearly above her pay grade, kind of like, um,
Oh, he's right here in my shoulders. If you want to know which one is it?
oh, oh, okay. Do dragons even get that small? Wait, I think they do. I mean, she looks over at the bugbear. The bugbear just very briefly, very slightly inclines his head, and she's like, he should be fine. He gives you a thumbs up with a very conflicted smile on her face.
Oh, okay. Oh, we don't need to separate this time, so you're good. I speak in draconic.
Okay. With that out of the way, with all of your weapons, all of your obvious weapons
Mm-hmm.
relinquished,
Rusty spear.
Mhm. Mhm.
the bugbear turns around and gestures you all forward. Oh me, we're going inside now.
Oh,
Follow, follow.
All right, as you
Mm,
head inside the gigantic cube structure in the center of the compound, you all realize that this is not a floor per se. Like this is like the whole square itself isn't like the building itself. When you step into the room, you realize that this is more of an elevator shaft and that the facility is actually underneath you. For first, you can pretty much say that this entire like cube structure at the top is more or less a security system.
mm,
As you all enter, the bugbear presses a button on the side panel. The doors close, and you all feel the floor start to descend.
not the first
L-
time for some of us.
Yep. Lights come on as the elevator grows dark, and you can see there are several paintings on the side of the walls.
Mhm.
No, paintings is not the right wall. It's not the right word, sorry. I should say that the walls have been painted with murals. There we go.
Of what particularly? Is it anything specific?
There's six faces of the wall, so pick a wall and I'll tell you.
The one. Okay, so we go into the lift technically.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the first one we see would be the one that we see coming in. So
Okay, the one you see coming in. Let me just check my notes real quick. Okay,
What does
so
6
you see
6
what appears to be a very colorful mural. in stark contrast to the other five murals around you, this is the one that features more than five colors. It is super vibrant to the point where it's a bit hard to focus on the mural itself due to the fact there's so many colors on it. So just roll me like a general intelligence check real quick.
Hmm. But 17.
Okay. 17. Taking a step back and looking at the whole picture from a distance back, you can see it's a mural about the University of Uriel itself. You can see what appears a figure, which you assume to be Uriel, granting the breath of magic upon his students. You can see him standing atop a pillar, arms outstretched, with wands in both hands, with magical effects coming out of them and imbuing themselves to his six followers.
Hmm. She sees this and she sort of chuckles to herself. Huh, a Muriel. And then she's gonna look up first.
Really? Okay. Bards,
Take
am I right?
10 psychic damage. I'm kidding. Anyway,
God
you're gonna
damn
look
it.
up. Yeah.
Look up first.
Okay. Directly above you on the ceiling, you see what appears to be an escape hatch directly in the center of the ceiling, with four light panels parallel to it on both the left and right sides.
No paintings.
No paintings. It looks like the
Um,
murals are only based on the walls and not the ceiling.
double check. I look at the floor. Simple floor.
Marble, actually, surprisingly. You did not
Um,
expect to see a marble floor, especially in so far everything you've seen outside it's been like industrialized, so like a factory. But then this is the place where you see the most humanity out of the building.
hmm. Um, before looking left and right, she's just going to confirm that it is marble, or at least stone, because she doesn't really know how to gauge what kind of stone it is. She's just gonna tap on the floor to like see if it
Yep,
is stone.
you feel very smooth, polished marble.
Very
Definitely
strange.
marble.
No, it spends on a lift. And then I look to the left first as I turn around to face the front of the doorway.
Man, another
Okay.
straw.
So to the left and to the right, you can see that to the left and right of the main doorway of the elevator is actually like one combining mural with the elevator door acting as part of the mural itself. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So you see to the left and right appears to be a rather intricate. Actually, make a perception check.
Oh, my perception is so shit. I
It's
hope
fine. The
everybody
DC
else
is
is looking
It's
as
not
well.
good.
the DC is
I,
super low.
yeah.
Oh, I am so
Okay.
perceptive.
Nice. I don't
Okay.
need to help.
You
It's
turned
bar.
around and you peered to the murals on the left and right of the elevator doors. And you notice one thing. This is not a painting. Everything that's depicted on the left and right is etched into the walls.
Out of habit, she's just going to reach out and touch the walls. Is it like sandblasted or like?
You feel you feel like several stop marks. You can with the natural 20, you know that someone chiseled this.
Oh.
Fascinating. I'm going to sort of tap Frisk, and then I
Yeah.
point to the murals, and I'm like, somebody paid for this to happen, and it's very good work and very
Okay.
unusual for something.
I'm
It
go-
is. It is a rather high security place, so a lot of decor. Yes, yes. Yeah.
I'm going to assume that you guys are speaking at a normal talking volume, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The bugbear speaks up. Yes, this place, well, on the inside is very full of life, as the boss calls it. He says it's good for worker productivity.
Ah,
Do you
somebody
Well,
is
have like
reading
music in
psychology.
here or something?
sorry, what'd you say? Too many people
Do you
speaking
not
at once.
have? Oh, sorry. Do you not have like music here or something?
We have music, but it's downstairs.
Ah, okay. Mm,
Udira, you had a question?
because
No, no,
no.
she just made a passing comment.
Oh, okay.
Mm, mhm.
Okay.
Uh, yeah. Um, it does seems like it would be very good for the relaxing of the eye with so many color. A little bit dizzy at time probably.
Ah, yes. That mural was made by the Department of Arts in the University of Uriel. Fresh
Makes sense.
graduates. Sorry, not fresh graduates. Sorry, what is the word called? Freshmen, as I understand.
Mm, I see.
I was here to supervise them when they came to paint. You do not know how hard it is for 12 different artists to figure out a good color scheme.
I nod.
M- Maybe
How long
too
ago?
much.
How long ago was this?
He puts a contemplating hand on his chin and he goes, how long ago? Well, if my memory serves, it was roughly 6 years ago. That's when our current boss took over anyway.
Hmm.
Hmm.
6 years ago. Mm.
Boss hasn't started work on the outside yet, but if he does, he'll probably end up spending a fortune. And unfortunately, we have other priorities to deal with at the moment.
Good to know he still manages the arts, or at least knows some psychology in welfare.
Well,
Mm.
surprise. It might be surprising to you, but our current boss was actually a graduate of University of Euro's medical department.
Mm.
Maxwell Xiao, right?
That's correct.
I nod and then I just listen.
Shao. I can't remember his name.
Wait, what? Listen for what? Sorry.
No, Maxwell Shao is the
His name,
boss,
yeah.
right? Okay.
The guy we
Mm.
Yep.
spoke to on the phone.
Yep. Anyway,
Mhm.
so
Okay.
yes, he's a rather eccentric man, even though he's not too old, at least not by human standards anyway. I think he turns 30 in summer, if I'm not wrong. But yes. Uh, I
Rather,
have run out of things to say.
Okay, at
it
this
is
point,
rather, yeah,
go ahead, go ahead.
it is rather young to run a. Well, I don't know what is this he's running, but something this large.
Well, he's a lead researcher at the moment.
Very bright for him then to have such to lead such a young age.
I wouldn't say he's bright. More, he knows how to delegate and when to do work himself.
I see.
Don't tell him I said that, though. I don't want to lose my job. No
Deal
one
with
else will hire me. It's so hard to find a job as a bugbear.
We have
I
space,
feel you.
but that's not the
I feel
point.
you.
At this point, how long have we been descending?
About 13 minutes.
Oh my god.
it.
You're
How
going.
deep are we going exactly? I asked the
Uh,
bugbear.
uh, This is beyond my pay grade. It is very deep.
I nod.
So
Uh,
there's two people, right? There's the bugbear and the other one is what?
The orc is outside. He's guarding the gate.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. Sorry.
If
Indeed,
if
that's good to know.
if not, flamboyant orc would be screaming at you already.
um. Okay. Right. So we might
Mhm.
be deeper than 50 floors now downwards.
Actually,
You know what?
roll an intelligence check, everyone.
Uh,
Lego.
I don't think this will consider
Yay!
we
What
sort
the
of.
fuck?
Yay!
What is this?
I know
Oh
physics.
no! Sorry.
Okay.
It's safe. Oh, never mind. It's the same anyway.
Oh
No
no,
Oh,
physics.
Fritz has no idea. Richter is like an.
Udira,
I am
as
nothing.
as a scholar,
I
you understand very well the concept of time. You also understand very well the concept of speed. Right now, it's not that the journey is very long. You are moving at a snail's pace down.
Um. Okay. Remember the first lift that we went to? That
Yeah.
we went. Like, is this stair wheelchair carrier level slow?
Oh, remember that first lift you took and it took you like what, 5 minutes to get down? Something
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
This is
Went
moving
for.
at a fraction of the speed of that. A fifth.
I'm like, I'm going. The reason why we're going so slowly is because of safety, I assume, or
She looks at
something
you. Oh,
else.
sorry. The bugbear looks at you and he goes, I think I heard a conversation about this. I think something about marble being very heavy, so they have to move slowly.
This is why they don't use marble in this.
He shrugs. He's like, it was boss's choice. He paid something like what, 12,000 gold to get this floor installed?
I believe that you can still make art out of metal if they can procure steel. That is, I don't know.
Well, they did. And he points towards the two murals on the left and right of the door.
That's all well and good. I understand.
Mm, well, no
So
more comment.
what are we looking forward to when the door opens eventually? Hopefully not another 15 minutes. Otherwise, I would be unpacking a picnic.
Uh,
I was thinking the same thing.
it shouldn't be too long from now, I hope. But what to expect is, well, if you've been inside a lab, then it should be rather obvious. Except, expect everything to be personalized by the researchers to some extent. So you might see like the occasional random tree, bonsai tree, giant cockroaches, that kind of thing.
How big are we talking
I see.
about giant cockroaches?
Uh, there's this restaurant in the town. I think it was called the Roasted Cockroach or something.
I nod.
It's
You
roughly
should
that
try it.
size.
It's very good.
I have. Not exactly my taste. I prefer fresh cow meat, to be honest.
Nod, nod.
I see. Mhm.
But yes, if you've had the giant cockroach there, it's roughly that size. Don't worry, the researchers have them on a pretty good leash, or so I'm told.
Nod,
I
nod.
see. Mm.
Anything to take note of? Oh, yes, the most important thing. Please don't touch anything unless given permission.
Nod.
Richter looked to his side. He's talking about you.
The last time someone did that, they got transformed into an orange.
What?
An orange.
Orange.
Orange. Okay.
How does a orange dragon sounds? Hmm.
I wouldn't know. Ding! The door slides open.
Oh, thank God.
It was
I'll
You
getting
can
go first.
see,
like
I'm
you can
going first.
see, like throughout the entire ride down, right? This bugbear is like, I don't know what to talk. I'm not used to talking so much. What do I say?
I'm gonna let everybody go out first, and then I'll be the last to go out before the bugbear, I assume.
Yep, the
And
bugbear
as
will wait until everyone comes out.
yeah, and
But
as I'm
yes,
leaving the box, I look at the bugbear and I'm like, this is probably the most you've said the entire week, I assume, and then walk out.
oh yes, most def. What happened here? And he looks forward. In front of you, you see hallways, like several intersection hallways going into various what appears to be meeting rooms, uh, labs and whatnot. You assume anyway, but
Mhm.
all of the walls and floor now seem to be painted in 7 different shades of Barney's vomit.
Oh my God.
Mm.
Hmm.
You can see shades of pink, purple, dark green, gray, painted in stripes, intersecting to one another and on the walls.
Okay. Is it deliberately painted or did somebody actually vomit?
No, it is deliberately painted. You can
Looks like
see the bugbear look at it as like, this is a new development.
How garish.
uh, I feel like this is a art massacre happened somewhere. Huh?
You said
I
there's music here. I hear no music. Is there any music?
usually in the researcher's own office, they have this thing called a jukebox, I think.
What is a jukebox?
It's a
Oh,
box that plays music. I'm not sure how it works, but yes.
Uh, uh, if,
oh,
if, if,
interesting.
if you want something like that, I can make it, but time is needed to make one.
That's okay. I want to see this jukebox. What is this? How
Coming out of
can
the.
how can
Mm-hmm.
anything that made music other than you know humans or
Uh, uh,
uh,
uh, uh, it's
instruments and stuff?
mostly recording, if you know what those are.
Ah, yes, heard of
Apologies,
that.
but Marcus is waiting.
Yes. Okay. We should start walking.
Yep, he leads the way forward, and I need you all to make me a history check
Mm-hmm.
Uh, what type of
History, go.
history? Normal history?
to remember history.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Another terrible roll.
Not bad.
A 16. I am. No, I'm not gonna burn anything for this. Just
Okay,
regular.
so 10, 13, and 16, whoever rolled 12 and above,
Oh, okay.
you are somewhat aware of how many turns it takes you to get to this guy's office. For Udira, you take you follow the bugbear down one left turn, and then suddenly you don't know the way back anymore.
That's fine. I would say she's still reeling from the paint. Like what?
What happened here?
Like that's so
But yes,
ugly.
walking
Mhm.
past, following this bugbear for like the 3 minute walk it takes you to get to this guy's office, you can see that all the researchers here are in casual attire with just a lab coat over them. Like some of them have no sense of style whatsoever. One of them is wearing a bathrobe underneath their what's that called? Their research jacket, cloak, whatever it's called. You see several large furry creatures lumber past you, as in the pet variety, not like the humanoid variety.
I
Uh-huh.
try to pet it.
Try to pet it. It purrs very, very loudly.
Nice, it's a cat.
Oh,
Pet, 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 pet. But essentially, I continue. It's just like casual walking, not really paying attention.
Okay. But yes, it is a very interesting sight to behold. And you can see as you walk by like people's individual offices, at least for the higher ranking researchers. You can like there's like a viewing glass you can peer in to see what their room is like, and all of them are very personalized, either based on the researcher's nationality, faction, or whatnot. It just super personalized.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
A
Good
while
to know.
later, you find yourselves in front of a large, ma- yeah, mahogany wood door. The bugbear walks up to it and knocks on it politely. There is a muffled come in as the bugbear opens the door and he gestures you all inside.
Okay. I guess Chris walk in first.
I walk in second. Like, I'm really keen to talk to this guy for the past 3 hours.
Uh, Victor will be walking in third. Yeah.
I'll walk in. I'll walk in after I said like, oh, I want to give like a bardic inspiration to the bugbear, and said like, dude, thanks for all your help. Pop, pop. Uh, we what do you call this? Just uh, good luck. And then I pat his shoulder, and then I walk in. That's all.
He gives you a nod. He's like, "Thank you." All right. So as you all enter the room, this office, you think, has never once been kept properly. You see books strewn over the floor, piles of it, just like sitting on random coffee tables that you see has no aesthetical value except for it being elevation to put more books on top of it. You see what appears to be several scrolls, failed attempts at writing runes on what appears to be slabs of rock just thrown all over the place. And you see several wires, tentacles. You don't know what actually, like hanging from the ceiling. In the
Does
center
Chris
of
know?
all
Is
of
it? Does Chris know? Is
Continue.
it tentacles or wires?
you're not sure.
Oh no.
You're
DM,
legitimately not sure.
please
Yes.
continue with the explanation.
Okay. In the center of all of this, you see one of those circular receptionist desks. In the center, amidst a pile of tools, mechanical instruments, and you don't know what else, and something purring very loudly, you see a man dressed in golden armor with a mechanical hand with a very wild expression on his face. You see this man. Hold up. You see this man in the center of everything.
Is something supposed to pop? Oh, wait.
Oh my God! He's an artificer.
Nice handlebar, dude.
He looks
Um,
at you all as you
Mustache.
enter and he says, "Ah, you're here. Come in, come in, come in. Close the door behind you."
I
I
nod.
close the door.
Oh,
Um,
please
yo,
excuse the mess. I was just finishing up some work here as he sweeps his right mechanical arm to show the piles and piles of books, which coincidentally bangs into another pile of books, causing it to tumble. He says, "Ah, sorry about that. It's way too many books here. Come, sit down, sit down, sit down. What do I have the pleasure?"
well, what do I call you? Just Maxwell, Doctor, Professor?
Ah, Maxwell's fine. I like to be easy breezy with my colleagues, as they call it.
I can see that. Well, I'm used to this kind of clutter. I used to be a professor, and this takes me back to
Oh,
the university days, final thesis and everything. Um, so my name is Udira. I'm
greetings.
from a group of adventurers who are actually keen on entering the portal going to the Fey realm, but I am under the knowledge that something happened.
Ah, yes. Very unfortunate thing. And he takes off his helmet for a minute. and he puts on a different helmet with magnifying glasses attached to the side of it and brings all of them to focus in front of his eyes. And he starts rifling through the piles and piles of books, documents, and whatnot on his table. He says, "Hold on one second, I gotta find that report." And he goes like,
While he's doing that, where are my manners? These are my colleagues. And then I sort of do a head nudge to all of them to like introduce yourself.
My name is Frizz. Uh, mm, uh,
Mm, I put I take my hat off and then do a bow and say, "Curtis Silverstar at your service." Poof. And then put my hat back again.
we are using our full name. Um, right. I'm Richter Lionheart, and this is Patrick, not Lionheart. Sadly, parents gotta kill me for that.
You see the two SCP personnel and their charge salute this man before offering up their own names. And you can see this man, Maxwell, raises again his robotic arm and waves very flamboyantly, might I add. And he also says, "Greetings, nice to meet you all." Tongue out as the arm slams into his helmet.
Like I look at him and I'm like, do you need any help? Maybe I can hold on to something while you're searching.
Ah, yes, that'd be great. Please hold still. And he grabs 6 stacks of books and places it in front of you and pushes it towards you. Hold on to that, please.
I am very weak.
Oh,
I am very weak.
I take some of them
You
from here.
see the two slightly stronger women come forward and help you take some
Like
books.
it's like, what was it, 6 or 8 books? Sorry, I wasn't. Was it?
It was 6 stacks of books
Yeah.
piling about 10 books high.
So it's just like, and then taken away. Like, oh thank God, I almost died today.
It's like, all right, hold up. Looking very quickly for that report. Where did that go? And then as he turns around to look over his completely circular desk, you see a piece of paper like stuck to him, like in the chinks of his armor.
Oh,
I'm going to drop the books, and then
There's a
just
clang. Sure.
like really quickly just pick it.
All right. You see, it's a bit wrinkled because you don't know how long it's been stuck in the chink of his armor.
Where
You can
is
see
it? Like
something.
armpit chink, neck.
It's more of like a. Okay, so if you look at the picture, right, you can see like the torso armor plate. It's like separate. There's like the top upper portion, and then there's the part that protects like the stomach area between that.
Uh it's like a tissue paper when you go to the toilet.
Pretty much, yeah.
I
So
yoink it, and then I'm like, is this what you're looking for?
he turns around. I believe so. He grabs it with the mechanical claw, and you can see as he reaches for it, right, you realize something. This mechanical claw, at least the grabby bit, has no concept of feather-like touch, as the thing goes clang in a very harsh snap.
I look
Yeah.
immediately at Frisk with a face that says, I know you can do better than this.
I definitely can do better than that. And then I give her a look and nod. It's like yes.
Okay. He looks at it and is like, ah, yes, here it is. Now sit down. Just grab any of the pile of books and make yourself comfortable.
Hmm.
What language is the books in?
Mostly common, as in English anyway.
Mm.
There is like a few scatter books that you can see the titles are written in Elvish or Draconic. Mainly they're magical books. But yes, he sits down and he basically like very quickly scrolls over it. It's like, ah, right. It appears the plants have turned hostile.
I squint, like the confused squinting face, like
Well, it
Sorry.
says here that the plants are starting. Well, I should preface this with saying the non sentient plants have started attacking our researchers. The vines have become tentacles, I suppose. The leaves have become razor sharp, and the grass seems to entangle those who ever step into their patches.
Oh, on his mention of tentacles, I look up.
No, no, no,
And
not those. Don't worry. Those are power cables. I should get that fixed before one of them falls and electrocutes someone.
I more concerned face. Like, how is this man still like the face of like who takes care of you?
Well, you're not entirely sure, but when I said mechanical arm, I wasn't kidding. This man appears to have completely lost his right arm.
Right. If you don't mind, and you can definitely check out our credentials if you need to. Do you mind taking us around because I'm at a loss at what is going on here because we have a very dire situation on our hands. And then I turn around to Curtis and I'm like, Curtis, a furbolg from the Feywilds. And then I look to see his expression as I say furbolg and Feywilds.
Confused. What's a
Um,
fur block? Is that a medical condition for very hairy elf?
I look at him like,
You
first of
just
all,
see
that's kind of
I'm also
offensive.
cold.
you just see
Um,
Chris face plant with his
he yeah, could continue with his
no with his hand is like it's a race of species, intelligent species.
from the Feywilds, which I'm assuming you're
I'm
testing on at
shocked.
the moment. I look apologetically at Curtis, like don't he does not represent the rest of humanity. Like
Uh, and then Chris is like, you have worker of that race. How is that even cross your? Never mind.
My apologies. Work has been a bit slow on the Feywilds department. We just started this technology not too long ago, actually. This is our first time attempting an artificial portal.
I look
Artificial?
yeah, I look to Curtis. You can sense artificial portals as well.
Uh, Artificials? No, but sometimes portals come and go from the Feywild to this world, but it's all in random.
Hold up, I know. Let me
So
explain a bit how you view the portals, okay? So
oh,
for
okay.
you, it's not a matter of locating the portals itself. It's more like you can sense the inherent chaotic nature of the Feywilds as a
Okay.
indicator. So it's not actually the portal you're sensing, just more like the Feywilds itself.
I see. Okay, okay. So I I say that. Mm, but this is interesting. Creating a portal will be much nicer,
Yeah.
I
much easier to go in and out, right? But uh, is this is this the first time that
Well,
you?
it's our first successful attempt. It hasn't been our only attempt though. Before I took over here a couple of years ago and the bosses told me to get back on this project, they tried 12, 10, I don't know, more than 10 at least. 10 tries to open a portal. They always did it very meticulously. Every single thing was calculated down to the single digits. Then they realized that the chaotic nature of the fair was going to be tamed, so they put me in charge, and then I just forced the portal open.
Uhira. I lean close to Uhira. Well, not lean because I'm just small, so I'm just tugging or tapping
Okay,
at
I
her.
sort of bend down. We're okay. He said have a seat, right? I'm assuming I
Yeah.
would find a seat. Is there a seat that is not just a stack of books?
I didn't sit because I see all mess of
Yeah.
stacks of paper and
Mm,
whatnot.
is there an actual seat? There might have been. once upon a time.
Okay, here's what she's going to do the entire time she is talking and stuff. She's going to slowly just randomly pick up books and put them away, like out of habit. Like she does not realize she's doing this. So
Okay.
when Frisk sort of pulls her
Mhm.
shirt, she has like maybe two or three small books in her hand, and then she bends down. What is it?
Sh- Do we want to mention to him that the others already have able to open portals without this? And then it just make two fingers pointing up and then circling in opposite direction, gesturing like everything what he's doing all right now.
Okay. Um First, I will ask the DM, how
Hmm.
technologically advanced is the Republic of Imaish when it comes to magic in general? Like opening portals and stuff like that. Like, surely they would know, right?
The Republic of Information, in terms of actual technology and actual magic, is on the level of imagine the Herbian Kingdom was in, let's say, the 1800s in the Americas. The Republic of Information would be the 2000s of America.
So they're more technologically advanced.
Yes, in both magic and actual technology. So the opening of portals isn't something too unheard of.
Yeah. Then I nod to Frisk and I'm like, that's a valid posit. Maxwell, you're very aware that certain races can open portals by default, yes?
Of course, but we can't. And he does the little like the gesture where he points at you and then like closes his hand in a fist kind of way, kind of like that. I don't know how to explain it,
Um,
but yeah, he
a-
does that.
I nod and I'm like, that is why we have diplomatic relations with all the people in all the lands so that we may uh, help each other with things
I
that we're lacking.
know. I know. I've asked this to our superiors, but you know what they told me? They told me that the nobles, the diplomats back over in the capital can't be bothered with small time corporations, and that we should focus on. I meant no disrespect, ma'am. As his eyes land on Fleury.
But how's Fleury? Like, what is her face right now?
Right now is like talk. She has like a very calm smile. Her eyes are slightly closed, but with the expression clearly reads, "Continue again, and I'll punch your face."
Some inner flame is starting.
Right. Well, this let's worry about that another time. Shall we walk and talk and look at what's going on around the facility, if you don't mind?
Oh no, there's no need to walk. I just need to show you. And he stands up, turns around, goes towards one of the walls that's directly to the right of where you entered. He punches it really hard, causing a wall panel to cut him off. And you can see a vine come out and grab his arm and starts yanking it towards the opening now. He's like, see?
I feel like that's very dangerous thing to do.
Ah, it's fine. I lost this arm years ago. And he just detaches it and the whole thing goes down into
I,
the hole.
I'm just looking at it with that face, like the one finger up. I want to say something, but uh, I'm
I
not.
I
I'm not
I
sure.
I know I know a fellow artificer when I saw this, but that is a waste of material.
Anyway, he walks over back to his table, grabs another arm, puts it back on, and he's like, all right,
Waste
let
of
me
material.
let me go close that bulkhead real quick. He walks over back, takes out the panel, puts it back on, welds it shut, comes back to sit down, presumably on a pile of books. This. So yes, as I said, the plants have become hostile. We're not entirely sure why the first expedition we sent into the Feywild hasn't returned, and they're presumed missing in action.
uh, if I am not wrong, and Uhira and Curtis can correct me, but what you are experiencing right now is the Feywild to
I
speak.
don't.
The grass does grab you. Well, not all of them, but you get what I mean. The chaotic, what I understand, nature of wildlife is like that in the Feywild.
While I do not disagree with that, we have reason to believe that everything that is going on right now is manufactured to an extent. When we first entered the Feywilds a few weeks ago, our preliminary reports were that the wildlife and the flora in the surrounding area that is relative to the portal were relatively harmless. Then suddenly, after the first team went missing, everything started changing. The grass started tangling up my people. The vines started attacking us. This flower squirted something in my face and I nearly went blind. So,
Could it
yes,
be
we have.
could it
Yes.
be that what you're doing with opening this new portal forcibly can seen as a sign of transgression against whoever is living over there? Sort of
That is
like
quite
crossing a border.
that's quite possible. However, our guides assure us that this is not the case.
How
Your
how sure
guy?
are you of your guide?
Fairly confident in them, considering they come from the Feywild. Fairies, as I understand it.
I I
Ah,
immediately like it's a very audible gasp.
I think I see what is your problem now, Maxwell.
Well,
Nervous laughter.
in any case, once we lost that expedition, we're not sure what happened to them, but it was rather. And he stops again eyeing Fourier, very suddenly conscious of the fact that there's now a noble in the room. Well, one of our investors from the Herbion Kingdom happened to be over here and he insisted on crossing the portal and looking himself. I regret to inform that he was also
Missing.
part of the expedition that went missing. And he very quickly takes a book and puts it in front of him like a shield.
Uh, um.
I
Okay.
immediately okay. What I do? Sorry,
Yeah. Yeah.
sorry,
Go
Kang.
on.
Cha
Yeah.
cha
Go
cha.
on. Yeah. Yeah.
You
Go
can
on.
continue after this. What I do is I take a step next to Fleuret and sort of just put my hand on her arm, like
Oh, you okay? Before you continue for one split second, as you do that, you see Deltas just grab the octopus from his head and puts it on Flurry's head.
that works too. Okay,
That works too.
okay, continue, Kang. Sorry.
Okay. Okay. First thing first, and then I walk around to the side. Because I'm small and I'm not elevated. I to the side where I can see him behind the book.
He picked up a rather large book, by the way. It's like one of
Yeah.
those
So
picture books.
yeah. So that's why I'm going around almost towards the side or the back so I can
Hmm.
see him. Okay. So first thing first. Number one. Fairies are not to be trusted.
I nod.
You can see him not behind the book.
They uh the lack of a better word is toy with life.
Would this
And
be a bad time to admit that a Herbion Kingdom Ranger squad came by to locate the noble and they too have not come out?
I look at well, oh yeah, he has she has a
Yep,
octopus
yep.
already. So I
You can
look
see
at it
her.
and see, yeah.
You can see that her resolve
Mm.
of trying to not punch this man in the face is slowly wearing the octopus down.
Okay,
And then
I'm
and then
looking at the guy. Yeah.
mm,
Oh, go
go
ahead.
back to yeah, go back to towards the guy. All right, it is a very bad thing. Um, I do not know how many incidents have happened, but that that one mistake might already started or causing the Feywild to think that it is hostile, and they will fight back. The fauna, the trees will fight back. And since we did, or what the expedition might have already did to harm the wildlife, this is what is going on. Sadly, um, but we have an urgency to get in there as well, even though it is very dangerous. We are adventurous as well, as you can see, uh, capable of fighting.
Ah, yes, I can definitely see that. He takes a step backwards, and you can see that his attention is solely focused on Fleury, which at this point you can see that her aura is actually now manifested, and that the octopus on top of her head is now on fire.
Oh, can you put it out? Pull it out, pull it away.
Deltas immediately just like smacks it off her head and puts another octopus on it. And she's like, hmm.
I'm gonna
Backs away from
prestidigitation.
Fleury.
I'm prestidigitating the fire off. Like no, no burning.
Backfire.
Actually, dragon can put cone breath on the
I
octopus,
think that's a bit overkill.
but yeah,
But
um,
yes.
uh, right. So I'm not sure if we can find whoever is
Oh, but
ex.
you don't have to worry about that because I hired mercenaries to look for the missing people. Yes, I came prepared. I hired mercenaries from Antioch.
Wait, what? Wait, let me
Antioch?
check the map. Let me check the map.
Antioch.
Uh,
All the way over
Where's
here.
Antioch is the women haters, right?
Yes, for lack of a better term, yes.
I'm
ah
going to just take a deep breath, and I'm like, all right.
I feel like if you have hired a person from Republic of Image, you'll be way better than Antioch.
Well, I hired well, I was looking for two groups of people from Antioch. I got one group and one single person as for the second group. Unfortunately, they don't get along too well.
They don't like they. Well,
tea.
they. I don't know
Lemon.
how to say this,
How long ago
but
was this?
yeah, yeah.
Well, they just arrived today and they're waiting downstairs for the go ahead to enter the portal.
Good. I'm going to take out my never-ending notebook, and I'm going to put it in front of his face, and then I'm going to go. Please write down all the missing personnel.
Okay, it takes a while. You come back with a list of 54 names.
I see the name get longer and longer, and I'm like, Uriel, help me.
Uh, uh, how many minutes has it gone by?
It takes you about 15 minutes because in the time of him like writing down names, he has to look at personnel records to remember how to write down their names.
Okay,
Oh,
and
okay.
while
You
he's
do
writing
see,
down, uh-huh.
you do see, Richter, pardon himself to go outside and put Patrick on the ground.
Okay. At this point, Fleury is also like standing next to Maxwell, looking very intimidating, looking at the list, smiling very sweetly.
I'm going to tell him. You do know that when you go into the Feywilds, you use a designation instead of your real name. Yes.
Say what now?
Um, in the Feywild, everything toys with you, the chaotic natures. Saying your own name will force you to lose your set name. So
I.
even
Mm-hmm.
even if we have the name, it might not be um, the person that we are looking for anymore, since they don't have that name.
I start pacing, and I'm like, a person's name carries very strong power. When somebody in the Feywilds, in any fiendish realms, in various other places that is not the prime material plane, if you give their name, or if you give your name, or if you know another creature's name, you hold power over it. I'm just like pacing. So we have 50. What was it? 54.
Yeah.
We have 54 missing persons. One is a noble, and none of them use the designation. Dealing with fairies. You mentioned one fairy? Or was there more?
Two, right?
Three.
Three.
If they make things better, the Herbion Kingdom Rangers told me to refer to them as Charlie 1 through 12 when they went into the portal.
Okay, that means that someone actually
Okay,
know what they're doing.
that's good. That's 12 out of 54. And
It's mad, isn't it?
who is this noble? Maybe Fleury would know.
Fleury smiles a bit wider. He says,
Or or Richter, he is part noble.
Ah, okay. Actually, I didn't know that. Lol.
so let me check my notes real quick. Give me a second.
Okay. My brain going, there's always one dumb cousin.
Uh, Richter owns. Wait. Last time I remember, he not really own. Governs a land right that is close towards the border of Ut, Utan. How do you pronounce that word again?
Ultuan?
Ophon.
Ulfon, yeah. A land that is close to Ulfon because he usually fight those creatures that is raiding that town, and he has now uh not ownership but land on that area.
Want to roll Oh. Okay.
Oh,
Oh no.
Oh
that was a
wow.
long oh.
Okay. So he looks
Okay.
back up to the top of the list and he goes, ah, yes. His name was Jean Valois. And Fleury just slams a head onto the table.
Oh,
Oh,
you do see Frizz is like wins not wins like recoil a little is like oh no.
Okay, from what we know, who is this guy?
It
Definitely not his father, probably cousin.
it's the
But
Valoy family, right? Remember that our card is from that family.
yeah, no. As in which cousin?
She raises her head in response to that question. It's like, ah, he's in charge of what was he doing again?
The fine.
Legislations? Yeah, like immigrant legislations.
Why would he come here? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Hang
He has
on.
a penchant
Uh,
for funding or investing in interesting and strange experiments.
that's besides the point. Let's assume he's still alive and stay in instead of saying was, he is, first of all. Now, who are the mercenaries that you hired? Do we know them? Are they notorious?
Uh they're downstairs. We have the first group from Antioch. They are led by one Centurion Cineros Tiberius Quintus.
I can.
He and seven of his men. Okay, no matter what history track you roll, this name is entirely unfamiliar to you.
We
And the
still
other
need
one,
a name. We
the other
still
one,
need the name pronounced so I
yeah.
can write it down.
Hold
His
up.
name is
Let me
Kentucky
type it.
Fried Chicken.
No.
that's too long.
It is too long. It is like
I
this
I
reminds
remember
me of
Quentin Tiberius.
Hang on.
it. It reminds me of Uhira's name that I can't remember for the longest.
Udira
Udira
has three
Volashram, isn't it?
names.
Not
This
Volashram,
Uhira,
isn't
guy.
it?
Yeah,
not Uhira.
Volastro.
Alara.
Oh, Laura Angelica Hildegard von Klaus Wagner.
Oh
Yep.
my god, what? Sorry.
Yep. That is the old.
That's
Oh
the
yeah,
only thing I
that's her
hear.
old campaign character, and then I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna
Okay,
call her Alara. Thank you.
that's the name.
Centurion,
Oh, Centurion.
Cinerus, Tiberius,
S-
Quintinus.
I'm sorry, I spelled that wrong. There we go. Cineros.
Oh, okay.
Sinners.
Why does it sounds like a Roman name?
It
Well,
looks like it is Centurion.
Oh, right. Yeah, Centurion. Yeah,
Centurion.
definitely.
the other one,
Yes.
his name is Mithridates, son of Archelaus.
I'm not gonna remember any of these names. Me, the
There we
person.
go. That's fine.
Centurion.
That's the second one. That's the name of second group. It's just one
Just
person.
a single person, right?
Yeah, this is the single person dude. He gives the name of the other seven mercenaries, but out of game, they're not important to know, so it's fine. We'll
Okay,
just call them
Okay.
it's
mercenaries.
fine. It's fine.
Both of these are
Yeah,
anti-orc.
the Antioch,
Antioch, yeah.
Antioch, or CH, Antioch.
Well,
Anti-orc.
he pulls out a watch inside. We still have roughly 2 hours before the portal is stable to cross again, so perhaps you'd like to go down and meet them. And he smiles, hoping that you all will take up
Um,
this offer and leave.
we do need our weapons that is put in
Ah,
your.
yes, of course, of course. Uh, Mr. Bugbear, come in, please.
You know him? Okay, never mind.
He
Breeze
opens the
broke out
door.
of character. Yeah, Breeze broke out of character when he calls him back.
The door opens, revealing Mr. Bugbear in his immaculate three-piece suit. Yes, boss. Please get these people their weapons, please. And authorize any vehicles or any chariots they might have outside. And you see the Bugbear nod. Yes, sir. Closes the door and tut 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 tut. Now then, if you would follow me, I'll take you down to our mercenaries.
Okay. By
Follow quietly.
this time, how many minutes has passed? Left.
The talking ever since you entered the room, maybe 20 minutes.
After the 50 minutes that was passed by, another 20 minutes has gone by. After I asked just now.
Ah,
The
yeah,
second.
you're right.
So the dragon turns big.
Mm-hmm.
There is a sudden commotion of as the walls of the building bulge slightly, and immediately someone rushes over, and you're
To
not
get
sure what happens. There is a sudden roar, and the roar doesn't materialize anymore.
I well Patrick was no Richter was there with Patrick. So what happened?
Oh, okay. Richter was outside. Cool. And that's the case. Richter,
Mhm.
you suddenly see one of these researchers with like a mad gleam in his eyes, wearing like the blue latex gloves, rush towards Patrick with a needle in hand, with a syringe in hand,
Oh, I immediately like, no, 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 he's not harmless. Oh, no, no.
and he chucks
Get
it.
back.
It flies through the air, hits Patrick in the side, probably like near the base of his left wing, and he shrinks.
Oh,
Hmm.
oh.
This researcher looks very proud of himself as he like dusts off his hands. He's like, "Yeah, that potion will hold for 6 hours. So if you need one more, just find me. My office is right there."
I do need to him to become big so that we can go towards the Feywild.
Oh, right. Let me get you the what is
Antidote.
the antidote? I
Antidote.
almost said anti venom for a second. No, that's not right.
Hmm.
All right.
You tried to
He
poison Patrick.
haphazardly chucks you a glass vial.
I grab it. I don't think my dexterity is that bad.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. But yeah, it's a vial of like a purplish blue liquid, and he basically just tells you to feed it to your dragon if you want it to become big again.
Oh, okay. I put it down for a reason. Now I'm taking it back up. I'm sorry, Patrick. Seems like people want you to be stay small. You do look cute that way.
Yeah. Okay. Patrick's like, "Mm, I want to be big. I want food."
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Then I'll take the Richter take Patrick back. Get back
What's-
in and then following following the researcher to wherever he's leading us.
Okay, so Maxwell brings you all like several floors down using stairs this time, passing by like several more eccentric researchers and very, very, very confused, starry-eyed graduates from the University of Uriel. As they are like, what is happening? What is this place? This is not a lab. But yeah, anyway. You reach what appears to be a waiting room with one of the walls being like half glass, and you can see on the other side is the portal room. You see very weirdly two groups of people, though one of them is just one person anyway. On the far right, you see several men dressed in golden armor with. Give me history checks.
Okay.
Study check. Go. Ah, shit.
History.
Yeah.
Where is
And
history? Yeah.
trouble natural 20. Wow, that's big.
Oh,
Yo.
Oh, high five, Fred.
what?
High
Yeah.
five.
Bruh. Even
Okay,
I don't know about this.
so Curtis, Friss, and Udira, you clearly do not see someone from Antioch sitting on the far right hand side with the group of 8 people. His armor, well, their armor doesn't look like anything that you have seen from the Antioch people before. Granted, the only Antioch soldier you've seen is the slave below this town of Mursa. But if you remember, he wears the late century Roman armor. You know, right? What I'm talking about, like the
Wait, wait.
I'll just take a photo. I'll take a photo. Hang on.
Udira went on a diplomatic trade mission as a guy to Antioch.
Ah, yes, I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding
That's
me.
that's why she's like these women haters.
Okay,
These
all of the
meninists.
all of the
Mm.
soldiers that you have seen from Antioch, they generally look like this. I'm gonna post into Explorer. They generally look like this. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
so like
Entry on.
steel or iron armor like layered on top of each other. This man looks very different. This man looks like this.
Okay.
Oh.
This gold armor then?
Yep,
No,
gold
it's
armor.
not only that, but the design, not the design, but the coloration of the feathers is also more what I call decorative.
But yes, Udira, when you were in Antioch, you realized that the armor was like several layers that had to be tied together to form like the cuirass. But this man is wearing like the Greek style of armor, where it's like one whole piece of like chiseled out bronze ab kind of thing. And the helmet design is definitely very, very different, a lot more simple compared to the soldiers in Antioch. And on the left, you see someone that is also very clearly not from Antioch. You see this man. In stark contrast to the red colors of the group on the right, you see this man wearing cool blue.
She's now looking for a green and a yellow.
But yes, as you all enter, I should preface this with saying that please remember that in your group you have 3 women,
Yep.
4
Yes.
if you count Indira, like being gender specific. 3 women, which are Sierra, Fleury, and Huntress.
Mm-hmm.
As the 3 of them enter, the group on the right scoffs and just spit on the ground near you all.
I'm
And you can
I'm going
see,
to like give the most venomous look.
and you can
Like the
see
most
Fleury.
distasteful.
But yeah,
Oh,
in
God.
in retaliation to this, Huntress starts charging them, which had to be held back by Fleury, Sierra, and their rookie. They're like,
Um
they're not worth it. They're not worth it. They're not worth it.
I'm going to say out loud. These mercenaries are here to help them. We're not helping them. We're here to do our own job unless we're requested. I say this specifically to Maxwell. However, I have worked with these people of Antioch several times. And then I name drop the guy's name
Go
and
on.
several other people. And it seems that some of them still haven't got the picture. So
You can.
I look at all of them. If you don't mind keeping your pants on,
Well,
and
it's a
not
bit hard to
behave
say that
like
because
animals.
the group on the right is not wearing pants at all.
Well, they wear underwear.
Yeah, but still,
Oh,
go on.
Same difference. And if you're able to behave like sentient creatures, we will pass by and we will go our separate ways.
You can see the group on the right, the 8 people in red. The leader kind of like jabs a thumb at you all while saying "women, right?" and he starts laughing, which the entire group starts to laugh as well.
Um,
oh,
I'm gonna.
Victor,
oh,
just put take
oh,
Patrick on the. Oh wait, what?
And then I'm going to do a big. Where is my?
What did Curtis say?
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I think.
Wait,
Okay. I'm going to put Patrick.
Suggestion.
wait. I thought I had command. I don't have command.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Richter
unfortunate.
Richter put Patrick on his palm. Open the antidote and give him the drink.
Uh,
And
before you do that, the room will not fit Richter.
Yeah, yeah.
It will not fit.
Do that yet.
Yeah.
We
oh,
go through the
okay,
portal
cannot fit.
first.
Oh, okay then. I thought it would fit. Okay, if it doesn't fit, then I'll let him
It's
sit on my side for now.
it's like a small office rating room right now, so it's like it's definitely
Yeah, yeah.
not
I'm
gonna
I'm
fit.
not I'm not using suggestion.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine. As this is
I look.
happening, as the group on the eight, the group on the right are having their laugh. The lone man on the left comes up to you all and bows down apologetically, and he starts speaking very formally. I might add. Ah, I apologize for my countrymen's lack of manners. I assure you that they do not represent me. And he holds out a hand to you, Dira. I am Fridates, son of Archelaus. It's a pleasure to
Who?
meet you.
I shake his hand. Ujira Volastrom. And then they speak a different language that I would know, right?
They're still speaking common, they're just speaking in a different accent. This man, well, Mithridates and the Romans, for lack of a better term, the Antiochs on the
The
right, have a
Romans.
very different accent.
I look at him and I'm like, quieter this time. You're not one of the locals.
Well, this a bit harder to say. I am definitely a local. Yes, it's a long story. I do not represent Antioch per se. I represent the free states of Golaria, the
Okay.
independent cities of Golaria.
Okay. Where is that on the map? I would know this, right?
So
What the heck?
Is it
hold
the
on, before I tell you anything first, as soon as he says this very proudly, by the way, the independent cities of Golaria, the Antioch soldiers speak up very loudly. No, you don't. We conquered you like 300 years ago.
Ah,
shush?
Okay, the guy who said that, I will do a suggestion and I will say sit down and be quiet.
What is the DC?
17.
I did not expect to bust out their character sheet so
Is
fast.
it
They
wisdom?
they're like full on irritating her. She's just like these idiots.
Wisdom safer.
Is it wisdom?
What does it say? No.
It's too long to read.
Wisdom, yes.
Oh, thank God. With a minus two, it's 16.
whoosh.
Okay. He stops for a second. He thinks about it. And then he sits down. By the way, this is not the leader. This is like the dude holding the banner.
Okay. The banner is now down, and then I glare at the leader, like, fuck around and find out.
You can see like everyone else, all the NPCs in your party sort of like stand in front of you all cracking the knuckles. And you can see that the Antioch soldiers are clearly outmatched, even though they can see that half the party is women.
Even though half the party is a woman and they have a gnome.
And then I
Yes.
look back to friend McFriend guy dude, and I go,
Mhm.
please
Friend-
continue.
Yes. About, unfortunately, 300 years ago, we, the independent cities of Galoria, were taken over by the city of Antioch, which we share the same the region of. And if you go back to the map here, he'll point out like Antioch originated over here,
Oh,
and the three other cities were slowly conquered, and everyone consolidated into Antioch.
and the free city was
Here, bawah sini.
Bawah.
is
Like so imagine like like Greek cultures, like every single state was essentially like a city state, right? So it's
Yeah.
like Athens and whatnot.
Hmm.
Basically, imagine that, but then the Romans came and conquered everything.
And then the Romans attacked.
oh,
Pretty
so
much.
this one were
Yeah, the entire area before Antioch took over was considered the independent cities of Galaria.
wow. That's a okay. Hmm, understand.
Oh,
So anyway,
Okay.
he goes through this history lesson, right? And you can see the Antioch soldiers are fuming as he's talking about this.
They
It's
can
like,
fume all they want.
we were very proud people before they came and modernized us. We had culture, we had identity, and all of that is now lost. Except for the, you know what? I'll tell you later. Too many vultures about.
I nod.
If
How
only
many hours do we have left? Like another hour?
About 2 hours still. You just got here.
Oh, we just got here, so
okay.
still 2 hours.
So
Yeah,
when
this
will our car and weaponry be arrived? If
in
it
about like 30 minutes, all your weapons are now given back to you all.
Okay.
oh okay.
And
Yeah,
the car
so
is in the waiting area.
a bugbear man comes down, puts down like two chests which are filled with your weapons and whatnot, and then he places two miniature cars on top of it.
Oh, they enlarge and reduce cars.
here.
We are
We
now
got
in
we got us
N-man technology.
we got us some Hot Wheels.
Yeah, exactly. So you can see like Sierra walk over very excitedly while grabbing Huntress by the arm, and he picks up one of the cars. It's like, look, Huntress, it's a Hot Wheel from back home."
Okay. Yeah. Freeze will start donning his armor again.
So what is happening actually, right? The NPCs, meaning like Sierra and everyone else, is having a conversation with Mithridates if you want to listen in on it.
Oh, Ken. But also, before I listen to the conversation while everybody's getting ready, I am going to Maxwell to ask him what task did he give the two groups, because they can't work together. Obviously, they're doing separate work, right?
Actually, they're both tasked to find the missing people.
That's
Well, anyways, I have a meeting. I need to go now. So I wish you the best of luck. Bye. And he runs away.
I
That's fair.
I still don't think he is the best people for the
I shake my head in agreement.
uh, mm, uh, oh
And this.
that but his armor is rather interesting though.
Referring to
Mm.
Maxwell, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
Maxwell's
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so because I can't remember McFriend name, uh,
Friend name is
Mithrid. Wait, is it Mithridates?
Yes,
Mithridates.
Mithridates. Yes.
Not
Son of
Mephidates.
Achilles.
Archelaus.
Archelaus. Archelaus. English is not
This isn't
English.
even English, bro. This is not English.
Yeah.
Mithridates and
What?
Centurion. Centurion.
Centurion.
Centurion is his rank though. It's not his name.
Yeah, it's just a rank, but still,
Yeah.
you can refer to a centurion. We will all get it because he's the only Roman so far.
Whoa, man. So weird.
Okay.
Wheel.
Oh, yes. If you approach
Okay.
Mephidates and your companions, they're talking about armor, and you can see that Fleury is very interested in his gleaming, glowing bronze armor. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that his Mephidates armor is actually glowing.
Okay, hang on.
Glowing, as
Choke
in
for a
like
while.
Yep.
Is Mithridates the red one or the blue one?
Blue
Blue.
one.
Blue one. And Tiberius is the red one.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, okay, got it. And they're both nice.
Tiberius is not nice.
Tiberius is the not nice one. Okay, okay,
Yes.
got it. Okay, my
The blue
brain was
one is
like,
a
wait,
Hints
wait,
for
nicer.
what?
details.
The blue
Okay.
one is a nicer one.
Yep.
Okay, okay. So
Makes
I'm
sense.
listening in now.
So they're having a conversation about armor, and you can hear that Mithridates is talking something about celestial bronze. Then he starts a story on like, this armor is made of celestial bronze. It is a gift given to us by the gods. You see, centuries ago, they willed rocks to fall from the sky far above the heavens. And when we opened these rocks, we found this metal. And as he's telling this story, Fleury's face slowly transforms from intrigue to, oh, this is not good.
Uh, Riz
Um,
ears twitches when he says different type of armor and material from different place.
Yeah. But as he continues on talking about it, he's like, unfortunately now, celestial bronze is nigh impossible to get a hold of, at least new ones anyway. This armor was passed down from my father. Unfortunately, most of the uh what's the word? Supply? Reserves? I'm not too sure. Our stock, yes. Our stock of celestial bronze is now practically non-existent. The people of Antioch took it and bastardized it and turned it into something called imperial gold or whatever nonsense they called it. And you can hear the Centurion like stand up and say, "That's not stupid. You're
I
stupid. You."
I give them
Okay.
like the face of like I'll do it again.
They back
Uh,
down.
while being that, because it sounds magical in nature.
The armor is
So
clearly magical. If you ever seen like enchanted gear in Minecraft, that's basically what it looks like.
yeah, Frizz is going to walk up after he done all his armor, gear, weapon, and a very odd rifle behind him.
You see the man looks confused, but he's still like telling the story.
Okay. Sir, is it okay if I touch your armor? Mm, if that's okay.
He looks at you, he smiles under the helmet, and he says, "Oh, that depends. Are you planning to make an honest man out of me, little gnome?"
Well, I am trying to ascertain the nature of your armor.
Ah,
Like
that's fair
what?
enough.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps not my armor, but you can have a look at my shield. And he points on the wall. Leaning behind him is a very large bronze shield with an accompanying long spear next to it.
Is a shield with the same material?
Yep, it is also glowing.
Okay, then in that case, I will use identify uh, ritual on the shield.
Let me see the spell first.
I already click it for you.
I know. I'm trying to see like what to tell you actually, because this is a bit hard to say.
I see.
Okay, it's a +1 shield.
Mm-hmm.
You have seen this material before.
Mm-hmm.
It is not bronze.
Yeah, definitely, but they call it as such. Figured.
You've seen it before in Fleury's rapier,
Is it the sun rapier thingy?
the meteorite rapier.
Yeah, yeah, the meteorite rapier thing.
So you can see now, like after like casting identify on the shield, and you're looking over at Fleury's like troubled expression, you can see that. Hmm. Should I tell this man that his beliefs of this thing being like God's
Celestial, yeah,
gift, God's
mhm.
divine gift, is actually just like falling rocks from space or realm space as they call it now?
Yeah. I look at Flure and then gently shake my head.
She nods subtly, thankfully,
Mhm.
and her face relaxes a bit more.
But because of its nature of the from rock out of space meteorite,
Mm,
it does give the benefit. That's why there's a +1 to it, right?
yep. So, as he's telling this story, right, as you're inspecting it, you come back and he's talking about how this armor was passed down. It's like every warrior in the free cities of Galoria worth their salt will always have a suit of bronze, of celestial bronze, weapon and shield accompanying. Mine was passed down from my father, and he shows off his vambrace. And he closes his eyes and concentrates for a moment, and you see runes appear, two of them, on the vambrace. And he starts talking again. My magical signature has been encoded in this armor for 25 years. You see, this is me, and he points towards one of the runes on the right. You see, this is me, Mithridates,
I
son of
can
Archelaus.
I can read runes.
Yep, that's fine. And then and he points towards one of the runes on the left. This is my father, Archelaus,
Is that
son
what
of the sea.
is the rune is the rune just for decorative purpose, or is there actually magic in nature on the runes that were shown when he
So you know how like everyone has like a signature, right?
in
Like a
aura?
no, not like a IRL, like as in like a
Oh
signature
yeah.
to sign paper. So in my world, everyone's magic is inherently different from one another. So if you put like two spells casted by different people next to each other, the way they cast the spell would be inherently different.
Mhm.
So since you can read runes, you can clearly see that the runes, although they look similar, are fundamentally from two different people.
Ah, so
So
it's there's not much but just magical essence coming out from it. That's all.
pretty much, yeah. But the runes itself is like very intricate, lah. So you assume this is some sort of either personal seal or either like the family seal. But
Mhm.
you are curious to why there's only two runes and not more, because he said that was passed down from the family.
Um, I will keep this to myself because there's question I want to ask, but not to this person.
Okay, that's fine. And yeah, he keeps going on about this, and he goes on for like hours. Like 1 hour has passed. He's talking about armor.
Oh, when you get we get the mini Hot Wheel, do we get mini Gundams?
Yes, mini Gundams also come down.
Oh, right. Because mini Gundam will be just slightly larger humanoid size, so it shouldn't put too much space, right? If he become big.
Yep, shouldn't be too much. But
Okay.
anyway, 2 hours finally pass, and Mithridates is happily talking to you all.
Hmm.
And finally, you can see on the other side of the glass, the portal stabilizes, and you can see like a clear pathway through. Before this, it was like swirly green stuff, and now you can see like actual forest on the other side.
Oh, okay.
And you see Mithridates stands up and he's like, "All right, looks like it's time to go. You all ready?" And he looks at you all.
Yes, we are.
I I put my hand out, and then I look at the platoon of bouncing, strappy meninists, and then I go, after you.
They scoff, and the leader moves forward. The man with the banner is still sitting down.
Oh, is it our
I've
I
I've
banner?
forgot
I've
about
taken
that.
I've stop concentration. It has been more than an hour, I believe.
But
Yeah,
it's
but it's concentration
concentration
up to
on
eight
Oh,
hours.
8 hours. Yeah, I stop concentration.
Okay. The man who is sitting down holding the banner wakes up, is like, "What?" And he stands up, it's like, and then he starts following after the Centurion. And you can, as they walk past, Mithridates leans down, well, to the side or down, depending whoever's next to him at the moment, and whispers to him, "Just to tell you something, they are not true soldiers of Antioch. They are washouts from the tryouts. That's why their armor's different."
I nod. I was like, that makes sense. And then I turned to him and I'm like, what brings you here into, mercenary work?
Ah, as you're walking towards the portal, he starts talking about it. Like, it's like, Well, to quote what a wise man from he whispers as he goes to your ear, whispers very softly, New Golaria has told me, I have a bit of a divine future, as they say. As both of you, as all of you are well aware, I
Mhm.
hope, the sea is a no-no zone, as the boss puts it.
Lol, no zone.
Yeah, no, no zone.
No. So,
It's very dangerous. My father was not a Galorian per se, although he will fight anyone who dared say otherwise. People say that, well, at least the elders say, that one day he just washed ashore in a crib. We don't know where he came from, of course. We don't know where his parents are. But the priests declared it a act of divine intervention that my father survived the harsh seas, and thus they proclaimed that I might be of similar destiny, and thus they sent me out to travel the world. And here I am. I
Uh,
was a bit low on money, and I happened to pass by this town.
out
I nod.
of curiosity, do you, in nature, when you are fighting in combat, able to call upon power that you do not know you exist?
I've been told that's called an aura, no? As he materializes his fiery orange aura.
Uh, uh, yes, that and something else beside aura that we all have. Like some people believe in celestial and gods and believe so to have been borrowed or gifted said power from celestial and god.
Ah, I see.
Those type, yeah.
I do not believe that I have been granted such gifts, although I pray to the gods very frequently. But I have known better to distrust the word of our local priests. So maybe it is not my time to receive the gifts just yet.
Understandable. Okay. My curiosity has sated.
Well, I'm not sure what to expect in the Feywilds, but if what the boss has said holds water, and I believe that very much is true, we're looking to fight plants.
And out of kind heart, as much as I know you of all people would hold great honor in your name, full and all, and your name of your father, uh, do not use that within the Feywild. The
Oh, why is
power,
that?
the power of our names hold great value in many other realms. Feywild is one of those realms that uses
Ah,
its
I
name
see.
to manipulate one another.
Very well, I shall come up with a fake name. What if I use, say, and he whispers as he gets a bit closer to you, Cineros Tiberius Quintus?
Chuckles.
I snort. And then I go, right, since we're picking fake names, would be good to share all of ours. I guess you
Right.
could call me this time Blossom.
Blossom, that is a very nice name. It
Uh,
reminds me of the flowers blossoming back in Goloria before Antioch took over. But you can see
Nod, nod.
both Fleury, Huntress, and Sierra and the new recruit give their thumbs up and they brainstorm ideas for a minute
mhm.
and they come up with their names. Literally Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, and Delta.
Oh
Of course.
no. But
But
Delta is
Delta is
Delta.
Deltas is
Sorry,
not
Echo,
Deltas.
Echo, 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 Echo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, and Echo. Since
Okay.
they already have a version of Deltas here.
Yeah, but and Deltas is also not his real name as well, right? He calls
Yeah,
himself
so
Delta.
it
Yeah.
should be fine.
Yeah.
Deltas
Deltas
just
is
gives a thumbs up.
Deltas.
It'll be fine.
Yeah. Uh, um. Sorry. Sorry to not really to lie, but I am using the code name Chris for the entire journey. So call me as such.
Anyway,
Chris?
you can see the NPCs also nod.
Okay.
And then who else? Curtis, right? Yeah.
Uh,
Like Curtis has been
then
using Curtis been so long.
Oh
Is that
yeah, right.
yeah,
so? Would his
Curtis is
name
for
be the same?
this one maybe I'll choose Iki.
Iki.
Okay. Someone write this down.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
writing it
uh,
down. But also,
Okay,
I think you can memorize all of this, but I think if we say our names, we're actually saying the other name because
got it.
my brain will be like, ah, yes, Curtis. I mean, Iki. That's
okay, so
100% what I meant.
so
Okay.
for Richter and Patrick, um, hmm, for I guess for this I will be called Alex. Alex. Yeah, yeah, Alex is fine. Alex is fine. Alex is fine. And Patrick, do you want to be called something else? I speak in Draconic.
Cupcake.
Is-
Cupcake.
Cupcake?
He wants to be called Cupcake.
Okay.
I saw it on the menu when we were in the university.
Do I have
Is
a
that wood?
cupcake in my bag?
I
Do
maybe it
you?
might be one in the breakfast basket or the lunch basket.
Okay, I'm gonna yoink out a cupcake.
Cupcake comes out.
Okay.
What frosting is it?
It's an orange poppy seed cupcake um with sour cream frosting. And then I put it in front of Patrick.
Not
Yoink.
sure.
And then I go,
Swallow.
Oh.
cupcake.
Okay then. Cupcake.
Cupcake looks at you and he proclaims, "I want more cupcakes."
I nod. Next time, I say in Draconic.
Right, I forgot. You
It-
speak Draconic. Good thing.
His wings droop down slightly and he lies his head down on Richter's shoulder. He's like, "Oh, okay." Okay.
Right. Let's go.
Go.
Out of character. I'm gonna be referring to friend face as Tiberius because I can't remember the entire stupid name.
Wait. Which one? Tiberius is the the red.
Mithridates. Mithridates is using Tiberius's name, right?
Right? Like he's
Oh,
planning
right.
to use that. Right?
Yeah, that's what he's planning to do. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna call him Tiberius.
Okay, that's no problem at all. All right, before you all enter though, Huntress actually steps forward and calls for the three of you and Deltas to come a bit closer.
Mhm.
Before we enter, might I suggest we have him go inside first? And she points towards her new recruit. It's like, I'd like to see what he's capable of.
Sure.
Trial by fire, if you call it.
A little bit.
This the new recruit that I dump his head into the what do you call it? The punch, right? In the
I,
party thing.
I think it might be.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Now I remember him.
Okay.
Right. I'm gonna be excited to see him.
Okay, anyway, she
Uh,
smiles. She turns around. All right, Boot, front and center, you're taking point. And the poor recruit begrudgingly walks forward towards the portal.
how
You
do
can see
we enlarge our Hot Wheels and Gundams?
I'll answer that.
Oh,
And you see the bugbear, like, as he's like finishing up last words with Curtis, hands you a tablet. Well, not a tablet, lah, like a little square, a small tiny slate with a big red button in the center of it.
Hmm.
Please don't press it now. Press it later when you're inside.
cool deal.
Anyways, I must return to my post. I wish you luck. Good luck. Turns around and walks off.
Nod. We go.
Don't forget what we just had.
You see a OK sign as he's walking past the door.
Yay. Okay,
But
let's go.
yes, as you can see that the people from Antioch are like very warily waiting for you all to enter first before they enter themselves. And you can see the Paw recruit, Sai, readies his weapons and enters through the portal. Do you all
Wait,
follow?
I thought Antioch went already.
No, they're waiting. They're like, we are men, but women and children first.
As
Really? Oh,
okay,
if
I'm
he
gonna I'm
said
gonna wait to
children,
go, like the last few people before these people, and then as
okay.
I enter the portal, I'm gonna turn around and just go weak, and then go across.
Faces of indignation and weapons being slightly drawn as you enter. All right. As you cross the portal, it is calm right now. You find yourselves in the middle of a lush, what is this place
Mhm.
called again? Plains
Right.
area. The grass is super, super tall. It reach for Frisk, it goes over your head. For everyone else, it reaches about chest height.
Okay. Can we put down the Hot Wheels now so that I can at least see something?
I nod. Also,
All
if
right.
anybody has a sense of humor, you could run back in and say we're under attack and run back in out here and panic them a bit.
Oh, the
Uh,
women in the party laugh a bit as they contemplate their idea, but as Paul, recruit McBootface, is making his sweep of the area, there is a poof, and something materializes in front of his face.
Oh,
You
Oh,
see a fairy, and he starts talking to him. It's quite loud though. The fairy goes, "Greetings, greetings, welcome to the Feywild. My name is you can call me Tilly. Welcome to the Feywild." And then she pulls out a human-sized clipboard.
oh my
oh,
god.
was Timmy listening to what we are talking just now?
No, she just materialized, so you're not too
Oh,
sure
but
actually.
okay.
okay.
Did Boot heard what we said about do not use our name?
Well, you're about to find out as she pulls out or whatchamacallit, pulls out an equally human-sized quill, and she goes, "I see that you're new here. Well, to help you out, I'm willing to give you a name, but first I need to register you. So can I get your names, please?" And
I
you can see the recruit starts, "Sure. My name is hang on. Shit.
Um,
My name is oh fuck, I
Boots.
forgot something. My name is," as he starts to say his name, and then suddenly none of you know his name anymore. And the fairy nods, disappears, leaving a rolled up scroll in his wake in her wake.
Wait. He knows not to follow though. Like we had this discussion of fake
we had
names.
the discussion.
Oh
We
no,
had
he did. But again, first mission jitters.
Like, even
He
after I
must
went
okay,
ahem.
and then
pretty much a bit too late for that, but it's fine.
and then you
Stupid.
just see Frizz, the grass just part ways like there's nothing, and walk towards the recruit, and then you see Frizz open eye red and kick the recruit's leg.
You can see Huntress face palm and then says, "Well, now you're done a boot, they know your name now. You know what? That's your name for the rest of the time here, okay? Boot." Then she starts walking over to an area where the grass is less thick. She's like,
What,
"Someone please drop the vehicles."
why you have to go and do that, huh?
I you can see the recruit is like, I don't I I'm sorry.
Okay, just DM FYI.
Mhm.
Yes.
When we were doing the name thing, I was under the assumption that the Antioch guys had left. I'm not
Oh.
telling them.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
fine. I will assume that you guys are like a ways away, even though the portal room is like
uh,
relatively large. So I would say you all took one corner, just started discussing there.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I,
So
So
no problem
they
about
they
that.
don't deserve this information.
yeah,
That's fine. After this fiasco of Boot losing his real name, the Antioch people come through and they're like, "Oh, this is easy. There's nothing to be afraid of in here." And then one of them steps onto the side and immediately falls down a ditch.
uh, right now, no way to get back your name until we can haggle with or haggle. With
Oh
that,
no. Hunter speaks up. Oh no, it's fine. We will just call him Boot for the rest of our lives. It's fine.
I nod.
yeah,
Anyway,
but still, it is his name.
And then
Not
I sort of like speak through my teeth as the Antioch people come in, and I'm like, Ixnay on the aim nay.
baby, buddy, baby.
And then
Anyway,
we arrange the cars and the dragon and the
put down the put,
robot.
put down the robot. Press the big red button.
everything
Um,
grows to size. No more Hot
sh-
Wheels.
okay. DM, what was the name that the company gave the three fairies? Was it like Charlie 1, 2, and 3?
Oh no, that was the Rangers that
Oh,
were looking
Uh,
for
the,
the Honopo.
oh, that
Yeah.
was
the
1 to 12.
Yeah.
What what was the name of the fairies?
You did not receive any names of the fairies.
I would have pressed.
No, no, it's not the fact that he didn't mention it to you, it's more that they did not give us names.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Then I would not have pressed. Because I'll be like,
Okay.
yeah, okay.
Anyway, as the two cars appear, Mafridis is like, um, this might be a bit late to us, but I don't suppose we can work together. He gives a hopeful smile.
I nod.
Oh, thank you. I do not know what to do here.
And I give
I look at I look
yeah,
at my
you go first.
trinities and I'm like, well, you know, you're nicer than they are. You're working with us. I'm not
All right,
leaving you with
boss.
them.
Thank you very much. I'm fairly certain I would not come back alive if they decide to backstab me, which is fairly common in Antioch. It's like, what is this? Is this a chariot?
Oh, oh no, this is a chariot. I but and then Richter give cupcake his potion, and then turn
Big
into
cupcake.
big dragon.
He just turned into cake.
Oh, hello. I
Cup.
is he safe?
Oh, don't worry, he's very very safe. He's my companion for the
The-
rest of my life, technically speaking.
Okay, I'll take you up on that. I'll I'll follow this, and he taps one of the vehicles.
Okay. Is
Very
he
clearly terrified of the dragon.
and Richter starts preparing to ride on Patrick while Frisk situated everything on the car because he can't see shit.
Okay. DM to Kang, this is the time for you to pick a character to stick with for the rest of the game.
Let's see. Let's see. We have what do we have in the party?
You have no artificer if you don't take Frisk.
Mhm.
If you take Richter, you have several melee combatants. None of them can fly though.
Yeah, and also we technically would not have a tank if I take artificer as well.
If you choose to take Kang as your main character for uh this mission,
Mhm.
I will have your character Richter just flying over here doing scout work for you all.
Oh, okay.
Or if you have any other ideas, that works as well. He chose himself.
I choose myself, yes, because you said Kang. Let's see. Frizz or Richter? Because Richter, I didn't have a chance to play last time during the siege on the airship. So I'm more inclined want to bring Richter towards the battle and Frizz do more of the lore or skill check related stuff. Or maybe even crafting or tinkering with the car behind and fixing the car if needs to be, if that is okay.
That's fine. That's up to you. Just pick a character, and I'll have the other one do other work.
Okay, then I'll pick Richter and have Frizz do most of the lore and skill check related stuff.
Okay, that's fine. So, what do you all wish to do now? You are in the clearing with all your vehicles and everything prepared.
I
If it
turn
is,
I turn to the man of the hour, the dad. And I'm like, Curtis, where do we go now? I know.
You're muted, I know.
You're
Oh no, you
muted.
muted.
Oh, sorry. What happened? What happened? Sorry.
It's fine. We were
Uh,
asking us like everyone's like, where do we go now since you're the father?
Ah, right. Oh, okay. Shit. I can't remember. I did ask my friend last time that we're going to in apa reconvene at some certain point, right? I can't remember what's the name of it.
There was supposed to be a town slash village settlement thing that you're supposed to meet at. Unfortunately, you're not entirely sure where the portal has plopped you, so you
Mm,
had to find a settlement first to get your bearings.
ah, true. Okay. Since I'm in the Feywa right now, do I feel? I assume I feel homely. I feel at home. Magic
Definitely.
is, yeah. It's like it's like as soon as I got in, it's like, home sweet home. Very mm, I miss the grass back home, but on the other side, but oh well. um, and then I think I'm going. I think we're just go.
Do you want me to fly up and go and see if we can see any settlements or something?
Yeah,
I can
that
do
that
that.
would be great. Kang, you're Richter right now.
Yeah, Richter. So
Okay.
for this journey, I'll be Richter. Tris will
Mhm.
be NPC using doing skill checks.
I see. Okay, okay. Then yeah, I'll ask Richter to fly over and see if there's any uh for settlements for now. And then we go from there.
All right then. Cupcake, let's go.
Okay, Richter, you and Cupcake take flight. Well, Cake now, I suppose. Take flight. And roll me perception check.
Number. Ooh, that's a
Number
different
13.
number 13. I need to fix this. That is not always advantage. Thank you very much. You don't have to roll that. Okay. 13.
Okay. So, as you fly up and you start scanning the area, you can
Mm-hmm.
see this place is like a perpetual forest. You can see
Mm-hmm.
like bunches of trees everywhere, plains, jungles, and you think to yourself, hang on a minute. Inari has like like tree villages and whatnot. How do
Mm-hmm.
I tell which one's a village and which one's a forest?
Right. And this is the first time I've been in the favor. I should have picked someone up with me as well.
But yeah, you do not see any settlements at all. At least none
Uh,
that you are aware of.
right. I fly back down. Well, to my knowledge, can't really see any nearby settlements, or if there is any. Would anyone care to sit with me to check? I ha-
oh,
I can
Uh,
I can hold
Curtis.
one more person. That's all.
Oh, Curtis.
I guess I can go. Uh, what is it? Perception? Perception, right?
Yep,
Oh, okay.
perception.
It was, yeah.
I was afraid I was muted, but then
Nope, you're not.
nice.
14.
Ah.
Not too shabby, I guess.
While this is happening, Curtis, you look over and you notice that one of the forests, supposed
Mhm.
forest, has a chimney and is actually billowing a bit of smoke.
Hmm. Uh, hey, see that? something. There's a chimney. uh,
Uh,
what is there's chimney. I assume there's people living there.
I hope so. Well,
Hmm.
it's more to us to get your bearings, so we can go check.
Yay! Let's go. Then
Alright, so
I'll.
as you all fly down, the
Mhm.
rangers, sorry, the riflemen are looking around like three of them. Let's see who's not paying attention.
Oh my.
Hmm.
Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie, which are respectively the two SCP people and their rookie, are like completely out of their depth. They're like, what is this place? The only one that's paying attention is Flurry because she's the only one that's been here so far.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, looks clear. And thankfully nothing pops up. So as you land back down, all of them look back towards you. Where are we going?
Um. Based on based on
Tiki.
Iki's perception, we are going that way. They looks like seems to be have living creatures over there.
Both Sierra and what's her face? Sierra and Huntress nod, get into the driver's seats of their vehicles, and tells everyone to get in.
Uh, Richter is gonna stay here with the dragon and go alongside with the vehicle.
All right,
How
so
fast is the vehicle, by the way? Out of character.
I'll tell you in a minute, but first give me seatings. Who's sitting with Huntress? Who's sitting with Sierra?
Uh,
While you guys figure this out, I'm gonna go to the toilet real quick.
okay.
Okay. Um, I don't
I'm
know.
going.
I'm in any car.
I assume I'm with Richter, with alongside the dragon.
I think that would be a good
Oh
idea. Then you can be Wayfinder. You can just be like, okay, we'll just follow the dragon.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
Is
can
it
be in
okay
the
with you?
car with less
Yeah,
people.
that's okay.
All right. Nice.
Just don't fall.
Oh boy,
Yakin
do I
bully,
have
you
to?
know.
do I
And I
have
don't have a frizz that has feather fall, so be mindful.
I have
Yakin bully.
I have polymorph if anything happens.
Hey.
Uh, right. Okay. So I want Frizz to sit with D3, which is supposed to be the back the car at the back, but I don't know which one it is. And that left you, Hero.
I'll go into. I think I'll sit with the SCP people because they've never been here.
Right.
So
We already
SCP
lost one name,
the
so hopefully the others doesn't lost the.
His name is Boot now.
Oh.
Bodo. Bodo.
Oh, it's so sad. One car is the SCP people and Udira. Sorry. What's your name again? It's not
Blossom.
Udira.
Udira
Blossom.
is Blossom, Frizz is Frizz, you are Iki,
Mm,
Richter is Alex, and then Dragon is Cupcake. Or Cake. Cupcake.
Oh, mine is Tiki. Tiki.
Oh,
The Tiki.
Tikki.
Oh, Tiki,
Yeah.
not Iki. Oh,
Tiki. Yeah.
I thought it
okay.
was Iki. Okay.
Yeah, I thought it's Iki as well.
Tiki. Riki Tiki Tavi.
Yeah.
Okay. We found
Okay.
a treehouse.
Right, I'll be right back while Jem is still away. So be right
Mhm.
back.
Okay.
Uh, yeah. Okay. And then what's the other car?
The
Filled
other
with
car is Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, and Echo,
Echo.
and Udira.
Oh, Alpha, Bravo,
Wait, that's too
Echo,
many
and
people.
that's only. Wait, how many people are in one car?
Itulah, I forgot.
Wait. I assume it's four. So if it's Alpha, Bravo, Echo, and Blossom in one car for four people, and the other car is how much? How
The
many
other
people?
car is D3, um,
D3,
Priest,
Breeze. Oh,
maybe Boots,
yes. Oh, good.
because I can't remember what Boots's designation is. I don't know if he's ABC or E.
Same. I think boot is boot already
Boots
after
is
he learned
Boots.
it.
Itulah
Yeah.
bodoh. Udah ada cakap.
Ah, good God. I feel him though. One, two, three, and another one is. But what? Names.
Because it was
I'm back.
welcome back.
Hello. One, two,
Do you remember if
three.
Boots was Alpha, Bravo, or Charlie or Echo?
Um, Boost is Echo, if I'm not wrong. Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie is one the three,
The
two
three
of the,
ladies.
yeah, the three ladies. I don't
Huntress,
rem I don't
Sierra.
remember Fluoride is which one.
I think Fleury would be Alpha lah, huh?
Mm,
You see,
can
like she's the first, and then we met Sierra next, and then we met Huntress, so ABC.
yeah, makes sense.
Okay. So
Yes.
yes, I think Boots will be in the same car as Risk.
Mm.
Yes. Release. Okay. So
And then
D3
I
Chris
will,
and
yeah, I'll be in the same car as the other two SCP and
Back.
Alpha.
What I miss?
Okay.
One car can fit four people, right?
Five passengers.
Five. Okay, so the SCP gang and Udira will be one car.
SCP gang will be split half and half because one of them needs to drive the other car.
Oh, okay. Boots will go into the same car as Frisk.
Okay.
And then either Huntress or Sierra.
So I'm going to assume that Frisk is going along with D3, right?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
absolutely.
D3 will have to take two spaces.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that makes
That
sense.
can also. Yeah.
Okay.
So
So if that's the case, Boot is gonna be riding with Huntress.
yes.
Okay.
Huntress, we have Boot, Frisk, D3. Anyone else?
I think
No?
that's it
Yeah.
because the
I
other
think
car
that's
is
five.
also. Oh, and Deltas.
Oh yeah, Delta's right.
Deltas exists. Then the other will be the girls
Yep.
because um 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 Richter, Patrick, and all these names. Damn, Curtis will be hanging out in the sky, being the waypoint.
Oh my god, so Sierra and Flurry just in like one car just girling it out.
Pretty much.
Okay,
Yeah.
With
sure.
So
Udira as well, just like chilling.
With Udira,
Oh
It's
yeah,
a it's a
Udira.
it's a it's a
Right.
girl
is a girl
lady
night out.
truck.
Is a girl night out.
Oh wait, no. Material will be riding with you. I forgot about him for a second.
Oh right, yeah. Okay, fine.
I mean that's
Not
fine
a
as well.
girl truck.
He also never
Almost
went
girl
to the
truck.
Fey Wild, right?
Yeah.
That's true.
Needs guys. Yeah, he need
Okay,
guys.
so with the seatings all assigned, since Mephiditis is actually sitting with you, Adira,
Mm.
Sierra that's driving the car turns around and loudly calls out Mephiditis' fake name. He goes, Cineros, are you coming? And you can see the Antioch soldiers very relievely turn around and start making their way towards the truck before Sierra just guns it and just drives past, leaving them in a trail of dust.
Lol.
Lol.
One last fuck you before speeding away.
It's
That's
like
okay. How fast is How fast is the cars going?
So the cars, if we use creature ways, it's technically dashing.
Mhm.
They're traveling 120 feet per turn.
Ooh.
Oh, the dragon is only 100,
So the
so
cars
they need to
cough,
slow down
cough.
a little bit. They need to slow
Breathe.
down a little bit.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I took my drink the ice from the
You're
ice
drinking
box.
Oh,
the ice
that's
at
good.
11?
Yeah, why
Living.
not?
That's good.
I mean,
Okay,
like, why
so
not? Okay, so needs my dragon can fly 1,000 feet per turn. Not 1,000, sorry, 100
What
minus
the?
10. Sorry,
What?
my
It's
100
it's a
100. This
bullet
is
train.
it's not a jet.
That's
Okay, it's not a jet. Okay,
amazing.
one one hundo, just hundo.
okay,
Okay.
at some point,
Hmm?
hunters will look up
Ow.
and realize that you're slower, and she'll slow down and tell flag down Sierra to slow down as well.
Hmm. Yeah, it's just slightly slower, please.
Yeah, don't worry. They didn't do something drastic. They didn't went from like 100 to 120 to like 20. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's not that slow.
Okay. About 15 minutes of traveling later, you all reach at a settlement.
Hmm.
And upon closer inspection, it's not really a settlement per se. Oh god, a car just skidded outside.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I heard that.
Yeah, I heard that as well.
So loud that my fucking microphone picked it up. Let me just make sure they didn't crash. I don't have to go to work. Hold up. 跟你讲啊，这晚上你给我工作，我真骂你！跟你讲。
Wow. Right. Okay. Chill out.
I feel like that was a lament.
He is not like cursing, but
No, it's more like
he,
just my luck. These fucking people.
yeah, like he says like, for God's sake, I hope you don't give me more work at the night.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's the energy I got. I don't have to
Yeah,
understand the language. I'm like, I know
yeah,
that
yeah,
tone.
yeah. I know that energy.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Everything's fine.
Okay, good.
It's the Paise energy.
All right, so 15
I
minutes
guess it's
later,
the person.
you arrive at the so called settlement, which is not really a settlement actually. You see a hobbit house.
Oh,
A hobbit
Let
house?
me let me just grab pictures so to make sure we are on the same page. Okay.
okay. So there's halfling or whatever small race living here as well.
Hobbit house is
Uh,
underground in New Zealand.
this is the picture.
Oh my
It is
Oh,
on.
guys,
god.
we're in New Zealand. I told you the Feywans is Australia.
But no, it is not a small creature like tending outside. You see a human girl like
A
picking plants or herbs. You're not too sure.
Human.
human?
Human?
I should mention that the style of the house looks like this, but the door size is humanoid size.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. We, we,
Oh,
we, we
okay.
gathered. We gathered.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Just
it's
wanted
just
to
the
make sure.
style. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes, yes. Um.
Okay.
Okay.
You see
All
her.
this while, continue, please.
Mhm. Right. As your vehicles come to a stop and the dragon lands, this poor village girl looks super confused and she's like slowly backing up, holding her whisker basket in front of her as it's gonna protect her. And she's like, uh, hi? Question mark?
We all step out of the car, I assume.
Uh, the soldiers are gonna remain in the car more for security reasons.
I
For now.
step out of the car. I'm like, hello. Um, we're actually here to figure out where we are. You know, get our bearings.
Where is this?
Uh,
Where,
oh,
where are
okay. How about you come inside?
I'm looking around for suspicious things because this is the Feywilds. Come inside, may be dangerous.
She's like, as she says that, she continues on. Mother should be preparing lunch right about now, but Dad is working on a potion.
That is not what we
My,
asking.
my, I'm very bad at insight checks, guys. Come on, help me out.
That's fine.
Uh,
Just roll.
yeah, yeah. General role inside check, I guess.
Okay.
Use that check.
Okay.
I
Not
why
bad.
did I open Patrick's sheet? He doesn't have
Patrick
insight.
rolls inside. Patrick's like, I see human. Come.
Hedwig, does she have
Uh,
cupcakes?
No, she's holding a whisker basket full of herbs or whatever plants in there.
No, I was pretending to be Patrick.
Oh,
oh,
okay. Does she have cupcakes?
that she had cupcake.
I, I used this time to tell Patrick and Draconic to not take cupcakes from strangers.
At least not here.
Not here.
All right, for 14 and 14, both of you look at this girl. She looks rather young. Maybe just becoming an adult? She looks super scared, which is understandable. A dragon just landed in front of her house along with two chariots filled with random soldiers whose uniforms do not match at all. She's like, but she is afraid.
It's
She
alright.
also is very confused.
Mm.
Well, we're not here as aggressors. We just want directions. Also, we're kind of in a hurry. So I don't think that it would be good to have all of us in your house. We do
Uh,
apologize.
No, it's not that. Um, it's just that I don't know directions here. Father's the one that goes out to travel to trade with the surrounding settlements, so he would know.
Oh, we don't want to overstep our boundaries. Can we speak to your father?
Like I said, he's working on a potion, but I can check for you.
I know it.
She sets the whisker basket down, the wicker basket, not the whisker basket, the wicker basket down, and goes inside the house. And very quickly you see, like through one of the windows, the mother, you presume the mother looks outside,
Mhm.
squints at you all, then goes back to cooking. A short while later, she comes back out, father not in tow, and goes back to you all. Oh, I'm sorry, father is still busy with a time sensitive potion, but he says he'll be done in about 20 minutes if you can wait that long.
I look around and I'm like, we can wait. Yes.
Would you like to come in for some tea? And she points towards the house.
Um, there's several of us. I think it would be one too
Oh, don't
many.
worry. The house is far larger than you think it is.
I'm looking at Curtis. Like, is it okay to go in? Like, I've never been in a house in the Feywilds before.
Okay,
Is this a trap?
before you all do something, roll me perception checks to look at this young lady.
Okay.
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 Whoa!
Oh, nice.
Ooh, the number has suddenly
Okay,
go up.
it's a number.
It's a
Okay.
number.
It is a number.
25 is great.
So, Curtis, you notice a badge like pinned to the collar of this. Okay, imagine stereotypical village woman clothes. Okay, so she's like wearing an apron over like the front of it. On the apron, there is a badge which Curtis you recognize as something you've seen on one of your friends before. And as this revelation comes to mind, right? Deltas lays a hand on your shoulder, Udira.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's fine. She's from my home. Then he points at the badge and points at his own. You see a Lanesi pin badge on his collar.
I, with concern, turn around and I'm like, what are they doing here?
She speaks up as she hears the question. Oh, father is a potions master, and well, we moved here to get better ingredients.
That makes sense. Huh.
Something about importing fees being a bit too expensive for us to afford, so we just moved here.
So you go through from the
Portals, yeah.
Feywilds. Oh, interesting.
So would you like to come in? And she again gestures to the door.
Yes. If you don't mind, I think your mother should sort of see
Oh,
the people that are going to go into her house, and then I sort of call everybody to like, okay, let's we're having a 20-minute picnic. Let's go.
you could
Um,
see, as you ask this question about whether the mother's okay with letting you all inside, you see the mother's head open the window. Sorry, the mother's head. The mother opened the window that she was at, and she shouts out, "Isabel, darling, are you gonna invite them inside?" Yes, mother. I just asked them. Then she gives you like the shrug, like, "Well, mom asked."
Okay, but I we go in, I guess.
Okay.
I'm terribly sorry to interrupt, but will the dragon be allowed?
I
I don't think he will fit into a household, to be honest.
Isabel, the girl. She looks over. She's like, "I don't think he'll fit, but we can bring refreshments out to him."
That will be
Mm.
fine. I'll do that for
All
him.
right. As you all make your way inside, you see what you call it. You see Huntress grab Boot by the shoulder and stop him. It's like, "You're on guard duty, Boot." Taps him on the shoulder, then goes inside and closes the door behind her.
And Cupcake just sits behind him. Is like,
No, Cupcake doesn't sit behind him. Cupcake sticks his head through the window.
oh, so he's just his tail is just outside.
Yep, his entire body is outside. His head is now inside through the window and is
Oh,
being
okay,
happily fed cookies by the
okay,
Nice.
mother.
nice.
Mm.
So, as you all sit down, the inside of this place is a large. Have you ever been in one of those houses where you enter like the what's that called? The hallway. What is the place called? The when you first enter the house,
The foyer.
the foyer, and then there's like a step down to review the living room, but it's still technically the same floor.
Uh huh.
Yeah,
Ah,
it's like that.
whoa.
This
Okay.
place is pretty large. Yeah, so Isabel and her mother sets up a very nice tea time for you all. So you see various cookies, pastries made from presumably locally sourced herbs and whatnot, and they all taste amazing. You all sit down, have a chat with it is, entertains Isabel with his adventures into other areas, and the SCP personnel are talking about how Boot made a fucking mistake and lost his name. But yeah, during this 20 minutes, any of you want to do anything?
Mm,
I think I'm just asking general questions about, how's the exchange rate? Well, how do you find out where to move in and out? Because they're human, right? They're not elf or
Yeah, they're humans.
like
yeah, they're
how do
not
you
like.
find the portals? Because it's kind of chaotic.
To the portal question, the mother replies that they have a compass that is specifically enchanted to find fey portals.
That
I am intrigued.
is amazing. Where did you get it?
So, oh, it was a commission by someone from Herbrion. What was their name again? I need to look back to Idira's notes. Hold up, hold up. It's the mother of the daughter that's now on the ship.
Oh, the mother of the
Sh-
daughter
I forgot
is
her name.
Where is this?
Lilith Castellan.
Ah,
Castellan.
Lilith.
yes,
Yeah, there we
Lilith
go.
Castellan.
yeah, Lilith Castellan. Yeah,
Right,
it was
I wrote it down.
it was rather expensive, but it's our livelihood now since we need to find portals.
Fantastic. And then I sort of start telling them about how Imesh is doing a dumb and brute forcing portals, and then
Wait, Imesh?
Not image, it's
When
Herbion.
Herbrion?
Yeah, Herbion.
Herbrion. Sorry, Herbrion. For some reason, I'm like Imesh.
It's fine. And
No,
you
no,
can see
no.
like
Isn't uh isn't the
The
hang on?
the
I wrote
university.
I wrote that
The
the
uni-
Gilgamore's bioinformatics research lab is Imesh.
hold up, let me check my notes before we make any more mistakes.
okay.
Yes, they are image. Sorry.
Oh, so Image did
Ah.
make a poo poo.
Yeah, Image did a poo poo, which is why when he
Yeah.
was talking about her beyond fancy royalty folk, he was like, ah shit. They did a poo
Yeah,
poo.
you can see like the mother and daughter are like, now you can make this mistake one now. I say stupid, yeah.
These people are the dumb. Um
Okay. While you guys are having this conversation, make what is your passive perceptions? Oh wait, I can see myself. Never mind.
my passive perception is
For
shit.
I didn't set it for this one, but
It's okay. 12 is enough.
Victor
As
is
you
six.
all
Oh,
like sitting in this house for like 20 minutes, right? You all feel like the magical presence around you. And it's very clearly it's human crafted magic. It's not fey magic.
Mm.
It's as if the entire house is surrounded in an illusion of sorts.
Yeah.
is it like magnificent mansion kind of thing?
No, it's more like false image, I suppose.
Mm, okay. Alright.
Phantasmal force kind
So
of thing.
illusionary magic to make it looks more hospitable.
Bigger.
Well, you can ask.
Are the are the chairs
The
not
chairs,
seems to be like what it is, or
no, it definitely feels like the chair, like it's like a wooden like back chair, and yeah,
uh,
it definitely feels. No, it's
Udira's
fine.
not gonna say anything because she's being polite.
Mm.
mm,
Like this seems like something people in sort of middle class be like, okay, we're gonna put a glamour on all our stuff to make it nicer.
Yeah.
But
Well, if anyone,
she's not gonna say anything.
well, if you're not gonna ask, Mephides will ask.
Okay, yeah, sure.
It's like, it's like, by the way, I noticed that your house is like covered in magic. Is what's that for? He looks like okay. He looks like an airhead right now, but he's genuinely curious. And the mother replies, "Oh, it's for protection purposes. We have to disguise our house so that people from our realm can only see it, so we don't get harassed by the Fae."
I take like a deep sort of comforted breath that she's not offended. And I'm like, oh thank God it's not one of those. Okay, good. Oh, oh shit.
Mephides sees this and he's like, "What? I was curious." Anyway,
That's a good question.
20 minutes later, a door behind you all open, revealing a rather old gentleman come out with the stereotypical lab coat, brown hair, short, scruffy, soot all over his face. He looks over. Ah, I see our guests have been served. Thank you, my dear. And he nods towards his wife and he pulls a seat for himself. Ah, good day. My name is Thomas. How can I help you?
For today,
Thanks,
with
Ninja.
Blossom, we're actually here to find our bearings. We've got an errand to run. One of our friends is a new father, and we are going to go see his son.
Ah, I see. So I suppose you need directions then.
Yes,
Yes.
if we're not taking too much of your time.
No, no, no. Of course not. Of course not. Martha, Martha, bring the compass.
Martha.
She brings the
oh
she
no,
brings the
not that
compass and
Martha.
and he puts it on the table. All right. Uh, if you need help looking for the nearest portal, there's no issue. This compass here will show you to it.
Oh no, we're actually deliberately here. And then I look at Curtis, and I'm like, uh, wait, what is your name?
Kiki.
Tiki. What are we looking for exactly?
Okay. When I talked to my friend, he said that we are to convene to uh sorry. Yeah. We were to convene to one village. Is it?
Yep, it is a nondescript village near the face side of the Tree of Life.
Okay, whatever you said. uh,
Basically, the tree that anchors the elves to the material plane.
Tree of Life. Okay, I didn't write that down. Thought about it, but yeah. Near the tree of life.
The
You
Fey
don't,
It's
did you?
side.
near
Yeah.
mountain.
Yeah, the face side of it. The man nods, and then he starts like, I have a bit of bad news for you then. You are on the other side of the realm.
Oh,
I'm
right.
sorry. Come again?
It is rather far away. If you walk, and it's a rather perilous journey, I warn you, it will probably take you 25 days to get there.
Days to get there.
What
We
if we
do have
had
trouble.
yeah, yeah, what if we had, carts and other travel
Methods.
Means of
methods?
Mm,
transportation.
Mm.
well, if you had like a sturdy horse that can keep a consistent pace for a few days, then it'll probably cut your travel time in half. He shrugs.
12 days.
How fast is a horse? Are we talking about 100 feet?
We're talking. Okay, let's check out riding horse real quick.
Mm-hmm.
D&D
A
5.
horse. Oh, I did this calculation
Riding
last time.
horse has
60.
60 feet, so
So it's
it'll be a quarter of the time. So it'll be like what, 6 days to get there?
hmm,
Okay, okay.
Not too bad.
But
alright.
we have car.
Yeah. So car is 120 feet, so 6 days.
Um yeah, but we are
Flowing.
using the time of the dragon. So 120 feet.
Oh, so
Yeah.
100 feet. So it would still be roughly like 8 days lah. Not too bad lah.
Okay, okay, okay. You see this like calculation in between, like calculation conversation in between Udira and Frisk. Like
Mm.
math gang. Calculate, calculate,
Curtis is
calculate.
like, kilo jam 1, 2, 3, 4,
And
5,
then
6, 7.
Udira pipes up and says, "So with all of us, it will take us about 6 days actually."
Oh, that's surprisingly fast. Do you have one of those newfangled vehicles from the image?
Not Image per se, but our friends, and then I sort of point towards the SCP gang, have given us access to our transportation. You can have a
Oh,
look if you
interesting.
want.
Unfortunately, I'll have to decline for now as I have to get back to the potion. It's just now in a simmering period, and I need to get back to it relatively soon.
Right. If you could just give us a direction that we should follow through, maybe a a waypoint that we can sort of mark on any map. You have a
Of
map,
course, of
that'd be
course, of
even
course.
better.
He looks over at Martha's like, Martha, grab the map from the bedroom and tell them where to go, please. I need to get back. Oh, before I go back to my potion, since I did you a favor, I was hoping you could do one for me as well.
Sure. What would it be?
Anything.
All right, near the outskirts of our house, there we've had issues with Faye trying to disturb us, play pranks on us, it always seems. They erected a small barrier of sorts. I wouldn't say barrier. What's the correct term for it? Anchor stones, I suppose they call it that. So it's easier for the Fae to find us regardless of our illusion magic. So I was hoping you could destroy those anchor stones and prevent them from finding us.
We can do that. Just point us in the direction and we'll get rid of it.
Of course, I've marked it out on the map. Martha's getting that for you. So if you can deal with that, I'll be very grateful. I'll throw in a couple gold too if you require a reward.
No, no, that'd be fine. As long as we can make our way to where we need to be, it's fine. Can you tell me more about this anchor stone? Out of character, has Udira heard about anchor stones before? Or
This
any
is
one of us?
something to all of you, this is new news to you. You have never heard the term anchor stone before. So he does give a brief explanation on what it is. It's like a magical homing device where the creatures of the Fae are able to channel this anchor stone and find its location regardless of spells casted over it to hide its location. So it's like a waypoint marker basically.
Mm.
Okay, okay, I got it. And does he tell us what it looks like, or are we to find out ourselves?
He shows you the approximate location. And then he tells you just look for like some sort of wooden figurine like hanging from a tree or something. He shows you the remnants of an old ones, and yeah, it just looks like a wooden figurine,
Okay.
like those modeling mannequin figurines.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Um, would a dispel magic work?
Well, as far as I understand it, all you need to do is just break the figurine in half, and that will do the trick.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. We can definitely do that.
Thank you, I appreciate it. For your troubles, I will have Martha prepare 20 gold for you. Is that sufficient?
No. 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 In
No.
return, maybe we can get a map from you. Maybe make a copy of
Of
the
course,
map.
of course. You can have it. Then
Don't worry
uh,
about the gold.
Martha comes back with the map and she lays it out to you. It's a rather old map. You can see like the edges of it has started to fray a bit. You can see like the paper itself is already starting to degrade. You can see, yeah, it's old lah. Okay.
okay.
Mm.
Yes.
Um, Out of character question, is it possible for my NPC character right now to use their invention to make a holographic image?
Things should be fine.
Yeah, okay. So we have a permanent map using holographic.
Okay, sure, no problem. So you have the map now. The man looks over in shock and he's like, "Oh, that's interesting.
Ah,
Are you an inventor of sorts?"
yes. Creator, crafter of such tools, weapons. Most of the items on me are mine made, except for the gun. Those are unique.
Huh, interesting. Perhaps if we meet again, I might commission you to make me some new tools.
Certainly, if we ever cross paths.
He gives you a nod. Well, I do travel back to the material plane quite often to sell my wares, so who knows? Anyways, I must get back to my potion now. Thank you so much for taking up my request.
Thank you so much for helping us. This is
He gives you
fantastic.
a
I continue copying in the notebook. I'm like,
yep,
oh,
he gives you a
man.
nod. While this is happening, the daughter like actually excused herself at some point to go out to continue picking plants. But the mother is like happily waiting there, smiling, handing offering you all tea and whatnot.
The
Okay.
map. Are there any their map, which is
Mm.
old? Are there any tears or
Only on the fringes, so there's nothing teared in the center. So basically the map itself is pristine except for the edges lah.
Okay. Okay.
I see.
Romy. Actually, no, never mind. Everything's fine.
Because I was thinking if it was like if there's bits of it torn, I'm gonna like help mend it since I'm there.
Well, you can definitely do that.
I don't think it works on like
If you just wear and tear,
completely destroyed stuff because it says if there's a single break or tear.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
if it's like turned to powder on the edges, you can't fix that.
Oh, is that it's not really turned to powder per se. It's like the edges have like torn up slightly and they're curled upwards, something like that.
Oh yeah, if I can fix it, I will like do a mending while
Sure,
I'm
you do
copying.
that. You cast a spell. The map does not change.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I look at the
And
I look at the mom and I'm like, oh,
and you see as this happening, right? The mom's face like doesn't really change, and then the daughter like suddenly comes back. Is like, "Mother, I am done with the picking." And Martha's like, "Oh yeah, sure, just set it down over there." And you can see the mother like excuse me, and set off to talk to her daughter about the harvest.
was that like a suspicious thing or was it it's fine. People
You're
have
not sure.
tried.
That happened, so take for it what you will.
Oh, inside check. Even though it
Inside
sucks.
check.
Sure, insight check.
Inside check.
Yeah, 16. No, 13.
This is soccer. This is one. Okay, with a 13 and 16, they're like, "Oh, okay. Maybe they're working on a potion right now and they require the ingredients for the father to continue working. That's why they're like, okay, excuse us for a moment. That's the feeling you get, lah.
So even though there's tetamu, there's tetamu dekat sorry, there's guests in the house. They was like, oh, that's okay. We'll be doing our own. We'll be doing things our own now. Something
Well,
like that.
from the start, the daughter did mention that the father is working on time sensitive potions. So maybe they just brought an ingredient that the father needed at the moment. Who knows?
So
Okay.
yes.
When nothing happens when I continue drawing the map, right? It doesn't change or anything.
No, nothing happens to it.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay. Um, I
Can
I
I
finished drawing.
see the rest of the house?
Yeah, you
What
can.
kind of what kind of there's if there's family pictures or anything, the
Yeah,
history behind.
there's definitely like the family pictures and everything. What you would typically expect to see out of a middle income home. So you see like various like nice furniture, whatnot, pictures. You see like a chessboard laid outside with some of the pieces toppled over.
Mm. Uh,
Hmm.
Richter wants to go to speak with Uhira.
Okay. I guess I finished drawing by now.
I mean, that depends on how long you take.
I mean, I
But
want
yeah,
a good-ish representation.
I would say that would take you
Since
about like 20 minutes or
yeah,
so.
since Frisk also took a photo of it.
Mm.
Mm. Okay. Blossom.
Yes, Alex.
Okay. I'm actually a little bit uh curious. What will we do if we come across those fairies again? Do we like fight them,
N-
indulge in their tricks?
we
I don't.
don't. I the last time we encountered them, they actually trapped us in a never-ending forest box that we had to persuade their queen to let us out. She was very
Mm,
intrigued by the suffering of one of my comrades, and we made a recording of it.
Oh yeah,
I,
that.
I, I
yeah,
say that while I
the
look at
screaming.
Frisk.
Yeah,
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 I
the screaming doll.
I say that while I look at Frisk and like the oh my god, that happened.
Yeah, yeah.
Um
Out of character. That still persists because Frizz remember and never uses that slot. So if they are still toying with it, it's still happening.
You know the connection is still secure. That's for
Yep.
sure.
yes.
Yep.
Does Frisk know every time like she presses the button?
Oh
Or
yes,
like
definitely. It has
Yes.
been
so
pressed to oblivion.
but is it still being pressed? Because it's
It
been a
is
while.
still being pressed.
What the
Yes.
fuck?
Yeah.
Tabosan
Yeah.
lagi. I explain and then Frisk will go, yeah, it's still playing. And Udira will be like, what the fuck? They have a very long attention span for things that like to do tricks and have
Um,
genuinely short attention
if I'm
spans.
not wrong, they generally would get bored. But I am actually really curious. The press per second is out of the chart.
Maybe they're just strange fairies. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But the thing is, they want a reaction.
That
If if we don't
then
give them the reaction, or at least try and stay under their radar, it would be good.
this is the Fey realm, so it will be hard to avoid them. Is it?
True.
Hmm.
Um. Also, I was worried that when we bring down the totem thing, hang on, the
Yeah.
keystone, our anchor stone, the anchor stone, it would it will cause some kind of ire.
Yeah, so that's why I want to bring this up because I'm not sure. Well, I only seen the fairies. I'm not really accustomed to the Feywild as much as you guys are. But yeah, I first hand seen fairies. You said like chaotic and whatnot. So I don't know who other of the similar entity would come out and try to toy or fight with us. So I'm saying this not just the fairies if we encounter them. Do we fight them or what is our um
Point of
uh
attack?
not really a point of attack. What is our
Modus operandi?
what will we do in the most simplest term?
I'm
Um,
assuming you guys are having this conversation nearby the rest of your teammates.
yes.
Yes, yes, we are in a
Also, if Curtis hasn't wandered off somewhere, this would definitely be a question that will be directed that way.
As you ask this question, like, how do we deal with this? Fleury, with a very big smile, asks the question, flamethrower?
No.
we are in the forest, Lady Fury.
Flamethrower? Oh, flamethrower, she asks again with a bigger smile.
We don't want to burn down the forest. Plus, the folk is living in the forest.
Aw. Okay, that's fine. I have bombs.
That too.
I I I sort of like just close my mouth and turn to Curtis. Where's Curtis now?
Oh, is uh, I mean, after watching like this is kind of like the boring house or something. I said, oh, okay. Going back to what you guys were do lah. Going back. So what's up?
Um, I think now would be a great time in a crash course of the flora and fauna and denizens of the Feywilds, things we want to avoid, how to avoid them, and safe passage for the 6 days that we have to travel. Also, we're getting rid of an anchor stone, which would mean that surely it'd be
Uh,
guarded by something.
the anchor stone. How far did the father said it is, or is it quite far, quite close?
So looking back at the map, there's actually two anchor stones. There's like one on
Oh,
one side of the property, one on the other side of the property.
Hmm.
I suggest that find out, before we destroy the anchor stone, we find out what it does. You know, just in case.
Hmm.
Talk about just in case. Is everyone, including the NPC, within 10 feet radius of me? Of Richter?
I assume so.
What?
Is,
Sorry?
is everyone within 10 feet of Richter?
The mother and has
Not
gone downstairs to
yeah,
deliver
not
the herbs.
yeah, not the NPCs, but the party in general. Our party.
You also
So
realize
like
that your party also has NPCs, right? But I
yeah,
get it.
so yeah, but I'm talking about the us fluoride,
Yeah,
deltas,
they're there. Don't
Sierra,
worry.
all of them, and boots, but boots is outside. How far is
Hmm.
boots? If we are talking
He's
about
in.
through the
He's
walls,
inside the car. Right.
doing
Yeah,
guardian.
right. Boot is outside on patrol.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
I don't think I can get boots, but so 10 feet aura. I'm gonna use enveloping aura, so everybody get 15 temporarily hit point for now.
Woo! Does
Oh,
it go away or?
For temporary hit point lasts for until a new temporary hit point or until you take a short or long rest, right? That's generally how it uses.
As
Nice.
the
I
aura
see.
comes up, you hear a shout of alarm as Boot outside is rushing towards something.
Oh, I go out and no, Richter go out and look as well.
Yep.
Kippo
You
gang.
see what's it called? You see what did I give this girl named Annabelle?
Hmm?
Their name's
Isabel.
girl Annabelle. Isabel, right? Isabel. Isabel has tripped over a branch and Boot is helping her get up.
Oh, Okay.
Was that the Isabel that was in the house, or is that basket Isabel still in the house?
Basket Isabel is now outside collecting more herbs, and she has fallen down because she
Oh, okay,
tripped on
okay.
not a
I,
branch, a root. Sorry.
I thought that was like double Isabel, so I was like,
Oh no
ha!
no no. Problem. No no no.
Mhm.
Only one so far.
Okay.
Okay. I think we have nothing else.
Mm.
Yes.
Right. So the anchor stones are actually like maybe 5-minute walk away from the center of the house. So not too far away.
Okay. Um
Yeah. What?
I
Sorry.
have identify.
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
So I am going to first identify the anchor stone.
All right. So I'm assuming you guys like walking towards the anchor stone.
Yes, tentatively.
Yeah.
I would need to touch the object. Just
That's
identify.
fine. Let me
Is
look
it
at the
high
spell real
up?
quick.
Is it or is just somewhere close by?
Well, if you decide to go right now and look at it, it is so like forest height trees. They're not too tall, but they're also a bit tall. You just see them like hanging from the branch.
If you need to, oh, sure. She is afraid of heights, but Cupcake can lift her up.
It's fine. It's like even if you're standing, you can just like reach your hand forward and you can brush against it already.
Okay. So
It's
it's
not too
it's
hard.
like you can bap it like bap.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna just cast identify.
I'm just
I'm
reading
not
the
gonna
spell real quick.
ritual.
Just as an action. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second now. Let me just read the thing to see if it gives you anything.
If you need identify or
It's there.
detect magic, Frisk can do it as well. You just have to ask him to do it.
And She's
Okay,
she's just
so
confirming that she's not bringing down the human safety net, and that wasn't a trick.
first things first. The anchor stone is not inherently magical. Instead, on the back of it, like on the backside of the doll, of the mannequin,
Hmm?
there is a symbol.
It's not another owl, right?
No, it's not. It's not. Curtis will know that this is a Fey symbol just by how it's shaped, but he's not too sure like where is it from.
Do we need to make an Arcana check?
Okay, I do know Sylvan.
Mm, okay, this is not a matter of the rune being like a language or something.
Mm.
It's just like the way that it was drawn looks inherently Fey, not that it resembles a language.
So
Looks
Is it
fayish.
It's more like someone drew a coat of arms.
does it remind me of the three that I already know?
Definitely not. It's more intricate.
Hmm.
it require more Arcana knowledge to.
I
Or
would
Yeah,
say
could I
this is in
intelligence.
I would
Hmm.
say this is not even an arcana check. I would say this is history if you're a fey creature or nature check if you're a non-fey creature.
Oh,
I'll
History
do I'll
check.
do a nature.
Okay, sure. Roll.
Ooh,
Eh,
I've been rolling so good so
19.
far. Yo!
oh,
Okay. With a 19, you're not particularly sure of what this specific symbol means, but you have seen similar. And it's more of it kind of what's the word called? It makes sense because what they basically tell you that this is a homing beacon for other Fae,
Mm.
and the rune that you see is a calling rune, like to let people know that something is here. But you're not too sure what the exact meaning is.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay. I don't want to write it down in case, I put that spell on myself, because the act of drawing a rune is actually part of the process.
Yep.
Um
Cricket.
right, this is what
I've
we're going to do.
Mhm.
I think we shouldn't be in the area when we break it. So maybe we can gun it down from a distance.
From a distance.
If that's the case, Sierra raises her hand. Why don't me and Huntress take up positions like away from both of the anchor stones and we shoot it at the same time?
I nod.
Okay, cool.
We can take both cars
Um,
so that both of us can meet up, and then I open the map. Maybe here, which is maybe
mhm.
like 500 feet away.
They give you a nod. All right, that works. And they stalk off while calling like, "Boot, let's go! Stop oogling at the little village girl. We're going away."
Okay, I get into the car because I'm with Sierra. No,
All
I'm
right,
with
so
Huntress.
okay, cool.
So, where do you want Alex and Cupcake to be with? Which car to be with?
Uh, you are the Wayfinder, so I think your choice.
Choice. Mm, do you have message by the way?
I do 120 feet maximum.
Okay. Should be with you so you can message the other group when it's done. But
How
I'll
far away is either Keystone?
yeah. How far away is it?
Okay, so both the
How
cars veer off to the respective locations of the ward stones, blah, the anchor stones,
hmm?
and
How
both
far away
drivers
were they?
dismount.
How far
Well,
away were them?
both the drivers decide to park a reasonable 100 feet away from the thing.
No, no. How far away are they from each other?
Oh, okay. I would say that we'll use the house as the center point.
Mm-hmm.
The distance between each of the anchor stones should be roughly 400 feet or so.
That's quite far.
Oh, that's
Okay,
quite far. That's quite far.
Well, I did mention it's a 5 minute walk, and considering you can walk like 30 feet in 6 seconds, so it's like,
that's true. Okay. Okay. Yeah, sure.
okay.
mm,
So
yeah.
Huntress turns around and looks at you for the confirmation, Udira.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
All right. She turns back around, pulls the trigger. There's a very loud bang to the point your ears are ringing, and the thing comes out. Simultaneously, there's another loud bang on the other end of the place, and suddenly you all heard the sound of shattering glass and very, very loud laughing emanating from around you all.
Oh, both at the same time. Okay.
Okay. Ayat kursi. Let's go.
Yeah.
Wait, where are you going? Sorry.
There's a this Melayu Islam shit.
By the way, the sound of shattering glass came from the direction of the family house.
Oh no.
Ooh, we should go back.
Oh,
Wait, where
okay.
is Rick? Where is Richter and all this? Is he like just keeping aerial recon?
Uh, I was going to pick on one side or the other, so I'm gonna fly across the opposite of Uhira. Which one Uhira is with? Will be with the other one, but flying.
Okay, sure. So all of you head back to the house.
Huh? Oh,
So as you arrive back in the house, who's the paladin?
Do we even
There's
have
no
one?
paladin.
there's no paladin.
There's no
Wait,
paladin.
then. Oh wait,
That
I've
was
missed.
Frisk. That was Frisk. Frisk has paladin powers, but he's not paladin.
I forgot for a second. But anyway, as you all enter back, you all smell blood.
Oh,
Oh, no. Go in.
All
Yeah.
right, sure.
What is happening?
You open the
no.
door. Who's first? Very important.
I,
It's Frisk faster.
Mm,
If none
uh,
of you are gonna volunteer, Sierra's
I'm
gonna say,
going.
me,
"Boot,
okay,
you're first."
me. I'll
Ah,
go.
okay, sure. Curtis, you open the door to the little hamlet that you all know, and
Uh-huh.
you take a step inside. The smell of blood is super pungent now, and it's not just that. You also smell decomposing corpses.
Oh,
Oh, now I know why there's magic.
like
You
how
take a
old?
step into the house and you hear a squish. Looking down, you are stepped into a semi dried trail of blood. The trail of blood looks like someone being dragged into the house. The house is now
Okay.
very dimly lit with an unnatural darkness surrounding you all.
I try to cast light.
It comes up, but it only extends 10 feet and it's dim light, not bright.
Okay.
As you all
Okay.
enter past the threshold of the doorway, you all feel a chill and a very primal urge to turn around and run. You can see that the SCP personnel are not doing so well either.
Um, Out of character, am I able to do something with Chris?
What would you like to do?
Uh, for this instant, Frisk is going to cast a higher level heroism on himself,
Hmm.
on um on Fluorate and on Huntress. So three of them will be not frightened by any magical means or being frightened. They are heroic.
Okay, sure.
So if
They
this is
stand firm.
if yeah
They're
if
like,
this yeah if this is magical in nature, I will click the spell name for you. Heroism. I cast it at level 3. There you go.
okay, sure, no problem. As you enter down the house, you see that the floorboards, the walls are caked in blood. And you see demonic sigils written in blood adorning all of the walls and the floors and ceilings.
Okay. Actual demon stuff.
Yeah, like actual demonic stuff.
Are they abyssal or
Abyssal.
oh? Guess who can read it?
A
Uh, Character that I'm not playing right now.
I'm. I
Frisk
just scream.
is this
I just.
these like guys. We made a mistake.
I just screamed.
Whoa, what was that sound?
Okay. Uh, what do you mean? What is this?
uh, I think
They
I'm
were
gonna
ordered.
use Frisk's sheet to roll something. So give
Okay.
me a second.
He has a lot of good skill check ability.
Wow, you only have +4 for intelligence. Thought it'd be +20, but +5 by now.
Oh no,
lol.
because I mostly go for skills.
That's fair. Okay.
He can use his what I call flash of genius if he wants to.
What does Flash of Genius do again? Sorry.
Plus
I
four,
think
Plus
right?
it's
four.
ability, right? Is
Okay. Yeah, this is ability check.
Yeah,
Plus four.
so Flash of Genius, you can see ability checks or saving throws. You add your intelligent modifier
Okay,
again, so +4 again.
so I'm gonna burn one of that,
Mm-hmm.
and it becomes a 17.
Mm-hmm.
Frisk says that I think the ward stones, sorry, the anchor stones were meant to keep something in. And then he points towards one of the sigils on the floor and on the walls. That is a conjuration circle.
So something that was hiding in here is out now.
I think it might still be in the house. As Frisk
Uh,
says this, the door slams shuts behind you.
uh,
Boom.
And we'll
the
end the session today.
Oh,
Hey.
What?
Okay, so who is in the house and who is not in the house?
All of you are in the house right now, except for the
Even
dragon, of course.
even
oh,
Boots?
The SCP people?
The SC people, Boot is also inside. Yeah.
Ay, yeah, we left the cards outside.
mm. And the dragon, which is Richter's most powerful ally, is outside.
Well, guys, we'll continue next week.
Burn the house. Burn the house.
Sadly, I'm not fire dragon. He's an ice dragon.
Freeze the house.
Oh
All right.
god, that was
I
all right.
have nothing to attack. God damn it.
It's okay. First. What boleh,
Sorry.
boleh. Can.
You all need to figure out what you got yourselves into first.
True.
Yeah. Ah, man. Is it
I'm
the
gonna
working
say
class?
this outright. All of you rolled way too low for your insight checks.
I'm just bad
Wait.
at insights.
I didn't want to roll for Frizz because he's NPC, but
Yeah.
for his character, he knows something is wrong when you mend the thing already. Because if that doesn't go through, right, that means that it is itself is also an illusion that we have not like noticed.
Hmm.
Well, anyway, guys, it was a good
Hey, man.
session. Welcome back after such a long break, and we'll continue back next week with suddenly demons.
Hey. Next
Hey.
week. Okay.
Suddenly Demons! That's the title for today's game.
Cry.
Oh,
Okay. Thank you for
okay.
watching, everyone. We'll see you guys next week.
Okay. Bye.
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 Okay,